Doesn't sound like it'd be too difficult.
Technically, you can go on and just memorize the questions in the test. Each question. So as long as you memorize most of them, you can actually pass it with flying colors now. You used to have to know Morse code, now you don't.
I bet I can track it back to the
Which
source.
I've tried to work on Morse code and I haven't done it, so it's my own fault for not continuing.
Yeah.
I need to though, because I'd really kind of like to know. I know some of it, but not a lot of it.
Let's capture this lander.
Capture, destroy. Either way, get it out of here.
Ouch. I got somebody doing the same mission I am. Ow, I just got smacked the crap out of.
Deal source.
Okay, I'm gonna do that from here.
And we're live.
Oh, looks like a bunch of people are doing this one. Oh, what the hell?
Point out.
Ow, what the hell hit me?
The profile picture was
Seriously.
real
Whoa.
video.
He's got hungry eyes.
Okay, I gotta undo
Oh, I
this
see the
screen
red
real
striker.
I know I'm a snack.
What?
But I ain't available.
It's really big on my screen right now because I had to
No.
adjust.
It's a.
Hang on,
Oh, I guess it is a public event. That's why. It's in the same vicinity? No. Oh, you know what? I'll stick around. Whoa, no, no.
Okay.
I don't want to be there when that happens. Thank you.
At least it ain't the fucking Airy from fucking My Hero Academia, Pickle Rick.
Whoa, no. Yo, oh crap, I'm right into them. Hi.
Fighting with screens here.
Whoa, Jesus.
Yeah, that's fine. We're still getting set up.
That was fun. Oh, hello.
There we go. Da 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 da. That's alright. Here, I will flip this screen to there. Something more entertaining for the moment until we're ready.
Something a little more appealing.
Well, it applies to Destiny.
Oh,
it's
Jesus
just some
Christ,
of my
where'd
old
you come from?
gameplay from when I was a warlock. So,
Ah!
I've got a current one with the hunter
Oh,
being
Jesus.
downloaded right now, but that's gonna take about
Fudge me.
11 minutes.
Getting
or
hit
so,
from both
something
sides.
give or
What the
take.
heck?
It's like 10 gig because it was the last time David and I played, and I think I look at
Be
you
it from
like.
anywhere.
Well, there's like strikes
I
being
can't
called
remember
in.
when I streamed it last time just for amusement's sake. So
Oh,
I
Jesus.
figure I'm gonna put that on. I just have the audio muted too. Nobody needs to hear me going off.
Hearing you yell.
Smack the crap out of you.
Yeah.
Melee.
Because I'm watching this and I'm going, wait, I think I kind of
Yeah,
remember
I'm
this.
watching this on the stream
Where are
and
you?
it's like, huh.
I don't remember too much.
I
of it,
don't
but know
recall
enough.
Hold on a minute.
doing these at all, but
This is from
these are just
before.
public events, so
Yeah, this is my warlock. I'm like, well, the hunter one, I'm gonna swap it out here and put the hunter one in place because that's a lot
Ouch.
longer, and I can just flip the screen for downtime for a
Headshot.
moment or breaks or something even, and just let it sit there.
Oh, I
I'm
just
gonna
got
keep it
slammed
muted 'cause I don't
on
want it interfering
by a
with the section
lander of
done.
all things.
Yay! And I
I mean, it makes for nice, you know, like opening stuff, like just kind of people entertained.
Ooh, no, you don't.
yeah, and then while we're talking, I can flip it.
Yeah.
And it's just something I figured I'm gonna put something on. I'm thinking of just making it the background, so I'll just do random when we play, just record stuff and then use it as background stuff when we're doing.
The
That
That's
way.
shutters.
actually a very smart idea.
Because I like it better
Just
than just
prefer not to
scrolling
have
the pictures. I
something
like the
land
pictures,
on
I
me
do.
again.
It's just more action.
Yeah, lander.
Yeah.
One of their
my
drop
God.
pods landed on my head.
Right now.
Oh God! No, no, no! I am not fighting that.
I've had it happen.
I'm not fighting that. I want to get to my location.
Today, so. I need to. I'm gonna just use my old DB skin for my. Cause for some reason, I can't get my Euros. This is the closest I can get to a Euros picture on the screen. So, Euros. His name is
I'm going
Euros.
to learn to
Euros. It's actually pronounced Euros, but
Yoroski.
Oros
Listen
is
his
fine.
pain.
He's actually
Yoroski.
Greek, so it's actually a
Yeah,
Greek
he
name.
speaks Russian.
Yes, he speaks Russian.
It's
Yes.
here.
Hmm.
Hey, you
It
don't.
makes sense if he spoke Greek.
Checking out
then.
here.
At least we
Wait,
don't
so you
speak.
don't
No,
check
that
out.
raises the bigger question: how is he awoken then if he's Greek?
Well, it's the name is Greek, dork. I
He's
did.
a Greek awoken that speaks Russian.
Yeah.
That's a
It's-
big old.
I mean,
Well, what's
Granted,
yours?
Granted, you do have like the what's it called? Like the
Now I just want him
The
to have
Earth
red
border
hair and be
Loken?
like fucking
You could
4
have-
foot 2 and be a midget.
no, but you could have like the Earth border Loken. So he came to Earth, somehow developed a church, somehow like became Greek, died, and then came back as a Greek.
Well, technically he wouldn't remember anything Greek.
Yeah, no, but I assume like I don't know.
It's just a weird situation.
It's a weird situation.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. We go, you know.
Yeah, it makes for a funny one though. It's like, wait, what?
Damn it.
Yeah. It's all
Hold
that
on a
fun.
minute. Wait a damn minute.
wait a minute.
But I did fix. I was fixing names real quick in the borders and the boxes.
Something
trying
was
to
placed
adjust
here
a few
long ago.
things because I was trying to do it
no, it's
earlier in the week, and with all this stuff going on, I didn't finish doing it. And it's not the greatest, but it works, so we can see who it is. Visor did it.
Alcoholism.
See,
Okay. Oh,
I need to make ghost
way?
images, the little images like yours, Dave, but make them into the ghosts. So every time they talk,
Sorry, I'm a legendary farm sharding. Or legendary shard farming.
I heard something way different.
So did I.
What are you legendary farming? Oh.
Shard.
love having a ride now. Yeehaw.
Sure, yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna say a farming structure.
Yeah, they're fast now. It's not a walk.
That's all I
Get up.
heard. I was like, wait, what did he just say? He's
I was
farming.
I was gonna fucking make a joke about blue, and then I misspoke.
Ugh. But that's what I was thinking. I'm like, wait, is he?
Yeah.
What are you farming?
Joker! How you doing,
I'm
Joker?
farming rippling the
Hey,
progression.
Joker.
Oh, you
Shard
just do.
farming.
Well,
Ninja Joker said
I'm
hi,
like,
yeah.
But no,
How do you
apparently-
do that?
You're
I'm
doing-
gonna-
But no, in Destiny 2,
do you have
apparently you get a
classes
bunch
that you
of
were doing?
rare, just like the blue transmat
Ninja
effect.
Joker said
Go
good
turn
and
them into
yeah.
Amanda Holiday, and then dismantle the purple that it gives you. It gives you 1 legendary shard, and it's
Yeah.
for 3,000 glimmer for 1 shard.
Yeah.
And glimmer is super fucking easy to get, so.
Yeah.
What I usually do is I just turn in, or no, I have a ton of shit from Drifter. So at some point we can go to
Just playing a
him,
little
go to Shaxx, go to
Destiny.
Zavala, get all the legendary gear that they have, just chilling, and then dismantle all of
Eh.
Shooting.
it. No, I was just playing with the blueberry that I adopted. Very cracked.
Okay, I'm hearing a lot of weird
Okay,
different
so
things. This is going to be an interesting session.
Basically, literally, chilling in the Cosmodrome, found this blueberry, absolutely vibing. I joined their fire team and we ran through the thing. It was pretty fun. And so now I have adopted a child.
This is my child, yes?
He's my child.
Don't you speak to me or my son ever again.
Okay, Karen.
Literally, I just got Ramones running some Gambit with them. I just got done running some Gambit, but absolutely cracked. Actually banked the moats when we could have got when we were
Oh, crap.
able to get the Primeval.
Primeval.
I haven't played Gambit in so long.
What's
It's
Gambit?
it was extra reputation this week, so I just kept playing. Also, I have max ascendant shards, and I don't know how to feel about it.
I'm just going to put this under just chatting.
I don't. I hate that I can't make. I hate that I can't like store my ascendant shards in my vault.
You
Is that
can,
still-
technically.
Can you? Well, no, I don't want to store them in my postmaster.
Well, no, you just literally go back to get Zavala's like exotic ship, buy a bunch of them, and store them in the vault.
Oh, Ascendant shards.
Yeah,
Not
the only way
legendary.
to do that
Ascendant
is
shards. The golf
only-
balls.
the only way to do that then is to literally just upgrade an exotic that you're not going to use and just store one in there. But you're going to lose 2 for doing it.
Yeah, I know. That's not what I want to do, though. I just want the shards on me for Witch Queen. So if I find better armor, or even the raid armor, so I can actually get trios done in the universe.
But that is the only way to do it, yes?
No.
I mean, I think so.
So, something I literally just found out. If you do this, you can unlock old seasonal, like, transmat effects by doing this.
Yep. Thing is, like, I find it really difficult to get 3 of any, like, one
This is
particular
a fun one.
transmat effect. So
No, it's
like,
3 random ones. That's it.
oh, then they changed that because you had to get 3 of one kind.
Just pull them out of your collections.
Somebody's following me.
I mean, I have so many that I don't use already, so it's like
I was
I'm.
surprised it took you this
Yeah, I
far.
don't
Transmat
even-
effects are like the least that I really care about. Like
I only have like a handful that I actually put on mine.
yeah,
Shit.
so,
That's
like
following
I've
you.
got a ton that I have. I maybe use like 2 or 3.
I don't even know what I have. I never really pay attention to them. I'm just like, whatever.
Because I just unlocked Season 2's reflection effects from the Osiris ship.
Yep.
Let's see, I got the Reef Oracle, the Reef Awoken, Reef Shimmer,
Take down a shield with this
the
gun.
Guiding Light, the only the
Ow, ow.
I also got 2 of the Gambit ones too.
Ow.
Should be pretty
Oh, I didn't put a button for that to switch screen.
down in the cave, I think.
Yeah, it's usually.
Cat.
Oh, yeah. Someone just.
Music must have hypnotized them.
Okay.
Smack the crap out of him?
Oh! It's way.
My theme song.
Once war has been undertaken,
Sorry, I'm looking at my
peace is
assignments.
made by pretending
No.
there is no war. What does that
Food
mean?
is important.
By pretending there is no
School
war?
is important, but I
I'm
get
not sure I like the
Is it though?
I work there.
I mean, kind of.
I
have a
mean,
garbage
but really
degree.
though?
You objected?
I plan
Follow
on
the
going to
music
med
again.
school. I kind of
Okay.
need to go to fucking
Yep.
school.
As someone who has a garbage tier degree, I mean,
Whee!
but you're going to med school, so that's
hello.
different.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm pretty mad. I feel like you can make the case that college isn't that important, but if you're trying to go into medicine or
Oh.
law, it's definitely important.
237.
Yeah.
247. 253. But this was a
you could also just
high-minded
study
complex
under a log
legendary
here.
armor. I am switching.
Yes.
Okay, kids,
that would be
anybody
recommended.
listening, this is not educational advice from
Please don't. No, don't listen to him.
Yes,
do
listen
not-
to everything we say!
Don't listen to him,
Kill your
especially.
players.
We are not liable or responsible for any educational decisions you may or may not make.
Do
That
not
is
make me
false.
make
We
a
are
disclaimer on
educational
here.
adults.
If this is all
I
just
do
an
not
elaborate
need to make a
trap
disclaimer on here.
We are not liable for any decisions
Probably
you
will have a
make.
trap to kill us.
Oh, Jesus.
Dave is always
Ooh,
at fault.
it's down there.
Oh, Jesus. No!
Just
You
land.
can forward all complaints to Visor's address.
Okay, hang on. Let me get that flashing up here. Freaking.
Yeah, I just suddenly receive a pipe bomb in the mailbox.
P.O. Box
Oh my God.
666.
Hey, what's this metal?
Hey, that's my
tube thing in
address.
my
Stop giving that away.
The music boxes are freezing them in place.
Then you come back, you come online. Try harder next time. Oh, what? What?
Whoever
that's what I mean,
said
literally it
your
comes
mom's
down-
a hoe.
Oh. Ooh. Visor, stop telling them truths.
Your mom I'm a fucked up pig in high school.
Well, he
You
is the
shoot
sheriff
me.
now.
I kind of strafed into you.
Raga.
It doesn't hurt you.
Oh no, not you. I meant them.
Oh, well, yeah, they've been shooting you.
I can switch screen at any time you want me to.
I'm ready if everyone's ready to go.
Oh, hello. Behind me. Hello.
I hit the wrong button. There we go.
All right. So yeah, as we're gonna see here right off the bat, D and Destiny has updated their page. They are now under Velvet Fang Games.
I think they've always been that. It's just
It's
this
just
is a
now
bigger
their
change.
website is actually Velvet Fang Games instead of D and Destiny Project. So yeah,
Or
I
they
mean,
finally became an official company.
And
yeah, kind of. I mean, their about page has got a lot of material and content on there, and they're going to be doing more stuff with their Discord. They're going to be doing one shots of D&D and other various campaigns throughout February.
Very cool.
Yeah.
so you go up to news
absolutely
and
check
blog.
them out.
See? Join their Discord.
Show them love and support, because without them, this game is impossible.
Yeah, they got Discord, Twitter, Twitch. If you want to download the stuff, because it's changed on the little link here, just go under content, and there's the public release, but you can see what you're going to be getting through all these.
Those bastards lied to me.
That's Visor for you. There we go. I'll flip it back to that, but that's the about page.
Yeah. Also, go back to the content page real quick.
Oh, yeah, got it.
Because I do need to show off something that they did update. They have updated the player's guide. So there's some new stuff in there to include stuff from Destiny 2 and going beyond. So
I didn't read that.
Can I get Edgar Scepter?
So I need to re-download that just so I have it.
yeah, so like right now to clarify, we're still going off of our old guidebooks for right now, but what we will likely be transitioning into the new ones here. So just kind of give me some time with that, because I don't know how much has changed and how much I will need to change for characters. So I want to investigate that before we actually move in. So we're going to stick with our old stuff for now, but we will move into the new stuff here soon.
And you have your character sheets down here too, but they're all under the link right here where it's public release folder, and here they all are.
Yep, you can download everything. It's
Look at all of
free, and they encourage you to take this stuff and run with it.
And they do accept donations, so there is a donate section. If anybody has you give them some money. Just see, look, $2
Be
a
a
month.
patron,
You could
donate
support
through
this
PayPal,
organization and give them hope. I can't do that. But give them money. It's fun. So,
Give them
okay.
crippling depression.
Other than visors, We're nuts.
All
I
right.
can clearly now.
Oh, my character sheet's there. How do I get this to go smaller again? Ooh.
It's all blacked out for a reason, so don't worry.
No, not that. The character icons. I can't remember what I did.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll figure it
I
out.
don't know, and I have to figure out how to make them smaller too, so I can get them all in one row again. But
yeah, I'll figure it out. You continue on. I'm just gonna be. You're gonna
we're
see me tinkering here.
I can tell you. I already figured it out.
Oh, you did? What is it?
Go to settings, audio and video, video display.
So who were under here? Oh.
In the settings tab.
audio, video,
And then audio and video.
Oh.
And,
Video display.
and then you would want to change the player video /
there it
avatar
is.
size.
Thank you. That
How did I change it on the fly though last time? I'm gonna make them.
You must have found it right away, because I was looking
Nice.
around.
Thank you, Migu.
Yeah.
I was gonna go look through after. There we go. I'll leave them that side so you can see them. Okay.
The tech
Sorry.
guy is here.
Yeah, I was gonna say tech guy. And I got my character sheets right there.
So while this is going on, I'm gonna be grinding out fucking spent metal in the Cosmodrome.
Wow.
What? So I can get fucking Glimmer.
Wow.
All right.
At least he's playing, doesn't he?
Yeah. Technically 2 times over.
Oh, I need to put this over. Yeah, and that way I can see the rolls.
Alright, but let's go ahead and I will give the intro. So, when we last left our heroes, Earl Shale, Elias Norwood, Theo Levin, and their ghosts, Diving Bell, Paradox, and Nova, the party made their way inside of Rasputin's abandoned bunker to access the satellite network. Splitting up and investigating the area, Theo came across a group of dead fallen that were matched together in a similar style that happened to the group at Stonehorn. Quickly realizing it was a trap, Elias and Earl moved to action, but was quickly stopped by a gun to the back of Elias's head. The wielder of the weapon introduced herself as Lucivia, the 4th disciple of Speed. Upon hearing her name and title, Elias quickly moved to attack. Earl was attempting to assist, but was quickly cut off by another figure, introducing himself as Viserys, the 5th disciple of Speed. As Theo rushed in to make an assist from the other side of the facility and rejoin the party, Elias threw down a C4 charge and made an ultimatum. As this tense moment came to a head, the doors came open, and in walked in Julius, doorman and bodyguard to Malachi. Lucivia and Viserys, not having any other choice, decided to back away and leave, stating that it didn't matter, that their job was done anyway. After a brief introduction to Julius, they transmitted the group to Malachi in a hidden laboratory. Excuse me.
I was gonna make a joke about the hidden laboratory.
Yes, the hidden laboratory. So here, this is where Malachi introduced the party to Ash 6 and her ghost Dragonfly, offering her assistance to help with their God Hand problem. Malachi also provided a lead to an item that he believes God Hand might be after, a sample of dark matter, and its location in a hidden Golden Age facility on the dark side of the moon. As the party prepares for this venture, they decide to keep the Vanguard out of this and give a call to an old friend to fetch some supplies. Now the party is seeking to get those supplies and ready themselves for the challenge ahead. So you did make your call out to Ross, and he does have supplies for you. He's going to meet you outside the city. He has sent you coordinates, so you just have to go and meet them there.
Wait.
Very cool.
Beep beep.
So is everyone going to go on this trip, or is just who's all going to go to meet Ross and the group?
I'm obviously gonna go.
Mm-hmm. Does everyone else want to join him, or?
I mean, I'm done to join.
We might
Okay.
as well. I mean,
There's no reason not to.
Okay. All right, so you guys are given coordinates to fly out to a location outside of the city. It's kind of a rocky flatland. It's just, there's no buildings or anything. It's just kind of out in the countryside. You can still see the traveler off in the far distance. But as you guys make your approach to the coordinates, you do see 3 guardians sitting on some rocks outside there. A couple of boxes sitting next to him, and you see one of them in the hood, or not the hood, but in the robes, kind of waving you down. And Elias, you immediately recognize who's waving you down. It's Ross.
Yep, I'm gonna land near him.
Alright, so you see Ross, Juno, and Noble 5. They're sitting on... I'm blanking on... They're sitting on the rocks that are... They're sitting next to these 3 stacks of boxes. And Ross kind of walks up to you, goes, "Hey! Been a while, mate. Where you been?"
That's a long story. You want the short version or the long version of it?
I will take the easy version.
I can't tell you about half of it.
He just kind of like, huh. Well,
we got to go to the reef.
well, hey, that's cool. So, I got your supplies, and he just kind of like thumbs his back to the 3 stacks of boxes there. I wasn't sure exactly what to get you, so I just kind of got you a variety box of ammo, and you got some rations and some water in there too. Should keep you going.
Yeah, that should work. Just between you and I, keep this off the radio and everything. Don't let anybody else know what's happened.
Ross kind of gets close. He goes, "Yeah, Nikon's been looking for you."
Tell him you didn't see me.
he kind of listens like, I got no problem doing that, but you sure you can't tell me what's up?
Do you really want to face a guy that can run a Mach 3?
You just see him kind of blink like a couple times.
Yeah, I didn't believe it either when I first faced it. But when you see, I point at Uros, get dragged across the ground really quickly into breaks concrete, yeah, I also got thrown off a building. Let's not go there.
Don't forget about the.
He looks back at Uros and just kind of looks at you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Just shaking my head like, mm-hmm.
Right, I'm not gonna. Right.
I mean, you can ask Theo. You don't even know him, but you probably see him in the Crucible.
He kind of leans over your shoulder and goes, "Oh, yeah, I've seen the big guy on TV."
Yeah. Theo, you want to confirm that's what we've been literally facing?
Yep. He got dragged across the street, and he got dragged almost an entire block.
He's kind of got like an arm race a little bit. It's not that I don't believe you. It's I don't want to deal with what you're dealing with.
Are you sure?
Let's bring him along.
I'm feeling
please.
pretty sure.
It's honestly for the best.
Any person wouldn't want to deal with this.
But no, the reason why we're fighting him is that he's trying to end the world. But don't tell anybody. Okay, bye.
Wait, what?
No, he's basically trying to build something to reset the world. And apparently he has a grudge against me. I don't know what the fuck his problem is. I've never met the bitch.
He's just slowly nodding.
He seems to know a few of us.
I mean, I when I said easy version, I thought you knew what I meant when I said easy.
That is the easy version.
He's speaking the truth. That is the easy.
He just kind of looks over and leans over like, okay. Well, and he kind of leads you over to the boxes and kind of opens them up. You see there's about 6 clips of each type of weapon here: auto rifle, pulse rifle, hand cannon. Pretty much anyone can grab whatever they're gonna need, and then you have you got boxes of rations and water for anyone who's gonna need it. He's like, yeah, hello, grab what you need. I gotta take the boxes back though, so just you'll have to grab what you need out of there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab the rounds for the scout rifle.
I'm gonna need to take some arrows and some more rifle ammo.
I'm pretty sure I'm full up on everything, right? Or do I?
Yeah, you haven't been in combat yet, Bork, so you should be good.
I'll actually need to grab what was it, grenade launcher rounds? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, you have a launcher, so yeah.
Nice.
You would have access to 6 grenades then.
I'm just gonna lean in. Did you bring my C4?
I can't overcharge my
Didn't you
element.
have like 6 on you?
I asked for extra.
He kind of pushes out the bottom box. He goes, "Yeah, I got you 3 more."
Thanks. Love you.
There happen to be energy mags in there, I'm assuming, because it's ammo.
Yep. There is ammo, and then
how many can I get?
You can get up to 6 clips, but this is basically for like the group. So
Can I take 3? Please?
Yeah, Yeah, you can take.
Basically, there's 6 mags of everything for each person.
Yep. Yep. So like, just grab what you need, and stock up, and because he's got to take back the rest.
I'll take some of extra scout rifle though, because I'm gonna go through that real quick.
If nobody else takes the other 3 energy mags, I'd like to take them.
I don't have energy weapons, so.
You're all good. Take it.
Okay. I guess I'll take all 6 then, please.
Okay.
Technically, I have an elemental weapon. It's for a different type of ammo.
Is
I have
that...
elemental shots.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, but he's got a kinetic weapon that has elemental shots.
Is there any explosive arrows in there? I know I got 5, but I was hoping to get.
There are not.
Okay,
There's just
no problem.
the regular arrows.
That's fine. I'll take 8 of the arrows. That's it. If that's available.
Yep. There's arrows in there, so you can take what you need.
Thank you.
I'll be taking 4 of them. Shouldn't need too many.
So that should bring this up to.
I also tell Ross to.
Because I think
like watch out for. God, I can't remember her name.
6, 9.
She's working with the vanguards, in the tower. The kid.
Amelia.
Yeah, Amelia. I couldn't remember her fucking name off the top of my head.
Okay. I was like, wait, like, were you saying to look out for the person who attacked you, or?
No, just the kid to make sure she doesn't get in any trouble.
Okay. He's like, yeah. I know who you're talking about. I'll make sure she's okay. Oh, by the way, and Ross walks over to you, Eros, and goes, "This is I think the special order you want, right?" And he hands you a small box, and
oh, thank you, Ross. And I kind of slip it down to my pockets. It's like,
Yeah, it's portable camera, 60-foot range. So just be careful with that, and don't throw it too hard.
Okay, thank you. I will. How far did you say? 60?
60 feet.
60. Don't throw hard. Hopefully I'm not going to have to throw it too much. So, okay. Trying to think. Is there anything else?
Yep, so he's got y'all supplied and armored or weaponed up, so Ross just kind of turns to you, goes, well, if there's anything else, just let me know. By the way, and Ross, have you been hearing anything what's happening back home?
Not really. Why?
It might not be nothing, but people are just disappearing. There's only been this. There's a lot of talk between what's been going on in the last city, and a lot of debate, and there's a lot of stuff kind of happening, and people seem to think people might just be leaving, but they're just leaving without a trace. So,
like there's
don't really know what's going on there, but
Guardians are leaving and disappearing, or the
civilians.
Oh.
Are they within the city, or is it?
Yeah.
Just
there's still some discord about what happened with, and he's kind of gesturing a little bit to, Osiris. There's still a lot of people not happy about his exile, and there's still a lot of talk about it, even though it's been a long time now. But I think since everything's kind of settled down after Yamkara hunt, I think people are starting to get a little antsy.
Well, I can tell you this guy's going to be an issue, so if you ever feel like helping out, know where to contact me.
Mach 3, tell me when he slows down to Mach 1, and maybe I'll help you out.
Well, the dude can run on water, for Jesus Christ.
He runs really fast.
Indeed.
And you just see him blink again, just like, run on water. Okay.
Can I just show him the footage?
If you want to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna show him the footage of us getting our asses beat by him.
So
in Chicago.
he's kind of watching this, and he kind of crosses his arm a little bit, and kind of has got a hand to his face. He's kind of, you see him kind of like almost chuckle a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait until you probably realize that the reason people are disappearing is him.
He turns to you a little bit. You think it's him?
I mean, if he's fast enough to move that quickly, he pulled. I actually technically had the footage of him making something disappear inside the case. I show him that bit and go, if he's fast enough to do that, he can make people disappear without you even seeing them.
You see his eyes kind of move back and forth a little bit. You said he was building something, right?
Mm-hmm. Something to basically destroy the world and reset it and whatever he wants.
You see him kind of turn back over to Juno, and he's whispering something. Everyone make a perception check.
I actually gotta open up my thing.
Ooh.
I actually have access to Theos. What the fuck?
What? That's not right. We'll fix that.
12.
So how do I roll?
have...
How do I roll again? I'm
Hold on.
not.
Question. Would I have advantage for being closer?
Fine.
Yay.
Wait, Dave, you're gonna have to explain this to me because I've never used this before.
So at the very top, you see where it looks like a piece of newspaper on the top right of your screen?
Yes.
Click on that, click on your name, and go to your character sheet.
Okay. And then
scroll down on skills and find perception.
Okay, cool.
Yep, and then you just click that for me.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
If you need to, I can even show you on the stream screen.
Yeah, no,
okay.
Or I can even share it through Discord too, so you can see.
No, I think I got it.
Cool. Good.
Yeah. Actually. Yeah. Whoop. Well. I just hit the floor. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. No, it's what happened. So he thinks he's being quiet when he says this, but he just turns to Juno, and everyone hears him say this. Goes, those people have disappeared, right? They were scientists, and
I'm just dead staring them like, what?
That doesn't bode
he looks back, and he just noticed that that everyone's looking at him as like,
Yeah, that's him doing that.
Yeah.
More likely.
You see his expression kind of turn from like, aha, kind of to like, oh shit. Like, oh.
If this thing gets built, then it's the end.
Indeed. At
I
least
mean, you, Juno, Noble, myself, everybody in the city, everybody standing here, even the people that haven't been found, even the fallen, even as much as I hate them.
Ross immediately walks up to you and puts his finger and just, why are you not talking to the Vanguard about this?
Because technically they already know, and I just point at, I can't remember fucking Bork's character's name.
Ash.
And I just go, ask her.
They'll sit and deliberate and talk and argue and debate, and then eventually, when they finally make a decision, we'll all be dead.
And you know she's right.
That's how the Vanguard operates. They don't work well in split-second decision-making, because that's not how they work.
He's scratching
get
the
it
back
over
of
with
his head.
and ask for forgiveness for doing it, then try to get their permission and end up dying.
Okay. Well, we still need to do something. And he kind of turns back to Juno, and Juno kind of just rolls her eyes a little bit and just kind of steps up. The 3 people that were missing were considered to be scientists. We don't know exactly what fields they were in because they were relatively new. They just arrived to the city, so their profiles are pretty weak. We don't know a lot about them outside of they just were recent arrivals. As you know, they don't have a very good, catalog of new people who arrive.
Census.
Thank you.
The only way that we're really going to get assistance out of the Vanguard is that if you do tell them, they have to accept that it's not sitting around and debating. It's act now or we're all dead. And which do you think Nikon is going to choose?
You know he'll go straight to consensus with this, and that's why you don't want to talk to him. Okay.
And he's going to try to lock me into the city.
All right. So we keep it quiet, but I'll see what I can do. And Ross just kind of pats you on the shoulder and goes, I don't know exactly what we're going to be able to do against something who can do that, but where there's a will, there's a way, right?
Yep. But if we ever need help, just know that it might actually be the last time you hear from us. So just beware.
Well, just come back safe, huh?
Yeah. Oh, and I do tell him about the other disciples, the other ones, and the images that we have of them.
Okay, because that's what I was curious if you were going to tell him about that before. So,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually going to give him, like, images to show, like, if he does tell Nikon.
Okay.
I'll also
They're
pass on
not the
some of my
cleanest images, but I mean, they're images to at least be able to tell their features.
I'll pass on my info as well, being a possible 3rd disciple, being a Titan that was possibly once part of the Order.
Gotcha.
In which it's unknown if they are a disciple or just missing. But it should be, just in case, if they do encounter him, be cautious.
Ross nods to you and goes, all right, we'll take this info and see what we got. And he just kind of extends a hand out to you, Elias, and goes, best of luck to you, mate.
Thanks, mate. And I'll shake his hand.
And he shakes your hand back.
And if we do beat him, you'll be one of the first ones to know.
Well, drinks are on me on that day.
Yep. Until we see each other again.
He gives you kind of a little bit of a salute and starts to gather the boxes back up, and they gather their things and get ready to set off.
Oh, before they do leave, I look at Noble and ask him, destroyed anything else since we last seen each other?
You can't see in his helmet, but you know he's smiling underneath.
I'll find something really interesting for you to destroy if I ever need you.
He just kind of nods to you solemnly.
But I guess we're going to take our supplies and go back to the ships.
All right. So, the way this is going to work is that you're going to have an option if you want to get there quickly or if you want to take the time to take a short rest.
Where are we going, actually?
You're traveling to the dark side of the moon.
Oh, I think we're all healed up, technically.
Yeah, but you guys haven't had a rest yet. That's why I was saying you can take this opportunity to take a longer route and get a short rest in, or if you just want to immediately get there, but some of you might be facing a point of exhaustion soon.
You should probably take the longer route and rest.
Yeah, and plus that'll probably help us be more stealthy than anything.
Haha, stealth.
Well, I mean staying off radars.
Yeah.
So, I guess on the trip we could probably discuss some shit because I have like a general overview, but like I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you guys at this point you gather up all your supplies, you get into your ships, and you do proceed to take off. Now my question to you guys is, do you like how long of a route do you want this to take? Do you want to be a couple of hours, or do you want it to
At least
be?
an 8-hour break,
Yeah,
honestly.
Okay, so you're going for the long break.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so you guys are gonna be basically taking just the long path to get there because at current the moon's not in the best position, and since you need to travel to the dark side, you're needing to approach in a certain way, so it will take you 8 hours to arrive with your current with each ship's current hyperdrive. So with that said, what would you guys like to discuss first?
Well, I was thinking, so Godhead's trying to reset the world. You said
Basically. From what I understand.
obviously it would take some kind of. I feel like if we find where he's taking the scientists who are he's probably using to make this whatever, could probably find the device. So I think our best like course of action is to try and figure out. Um, we have names? Do we have names of the people who disappeared or no?
At present, no, because as they mentioned that their data was pretty thin because they were new arrivals in the
Okay,
city.
cool. So what we need to do is we need to figure out who the hell these people are, and then probably from there we can try and figure out, where we could potentially figure out where they were taken to, and in turn find whatever the hell Godhand's making to reset the world.
Paradox does gonna let you know that he is building a device. From what we know, it's linked to an old Golden Age corporation called Genesis Corporation that was building this device that would terraform worlds. It was presumably designed to be for a dead world to basically give it life. And this was basically what they were going to use on the colony ships if they couldn't actually find a world of their own to colonize. They would just make their own.
And of
And
course, the opposite's probably possible.
exactly, you
devices.
can basically take this device and put it on a habitable world and wipe it clean.
Well, I mean, there's a lead, Genesis Corporation. If it's their device, then
Well, the Genesis Corporation has been gone for a long time.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is that there's still traces. We still have traces of the Golden Age, of pretty much everything of the Golden Age, and technology still works from the Golden Age. If we can find information, maybe locate wherever it was being developed, we could probably find where, because terraforming devices can't really be that they're not really a handheld type of deal.
Diving Bell, Uros's ghost actually interjects. We were actually at the test site. It was a facility that was made into a village called Stonehorn. We visited some time back, but there was an incident there, and we can't really go back to visit right now.
Well, actually, no, we can go back there.
You collapse the cave.
But remember, we put a transmat effect
Hang on.
inside,
Oh, that's right.
if you remember that. So we could teleport back in.
I forgot about the transmit.
Okay.
Because that was one of the few things that we made sure to do before leaving.
If there is a transmat in there, it may be helpful to go and investigate, because who knows, maybe we'll find something on one of these devices.
Oh, DB interjects. The device isn't there. It was a testing ground for what the device could actually do.
Well, I mean, I don't mean we'll find one of the device. I mean, we may find like information. Or
Wait, no, the
sometimes-
testing ground was in New York.
Was it?
No. So the original place where they tested the device was in Stonehorn. That's why the garden exists.
Oh,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that was why the garden exists, is because that was the what the device did.
okay. I understand now.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the place under New York with the giant fucking hangar.
Well, I
base
mean,
type shit.
they that was their main facility. Like they worked there. That was like a laboratory there, but like it didn't have anything left there. Like it was pretty much ripped out. Like we mentioned before.
Yeah. And that was our first encounter with him.
Very cool. It's it's gonna be difficult, definitely, is what I can say. Because what we actually, honestly, what we just need is we need to find information on these devices, see if we can find a way to locate the one God Hand is working with. Because again, the people are the key. I feel like the people are the key to finding the device. Because if we can locate wherever he's taking them or wherever or something like that, we could probably figure out where the device is.
Paradox chimes in. There's a lot of things at play here. Those satellites that he dropped in the Antarctic, the missing scientists, what we're going after here with dark matter. Like he's assembling this at a much faster rate than I think we're predicting.
Definitely seems that way.
There's a lot of things happening at once here.
It could also be in the stage that he's already done with it and he's just building it up.
That's
Considering
also a possibility too.
Yes, considering he says he can see the future, he more than likely knows where everything is already. So,
That would explain why he's able to gather everything so quickly, but I think there's another component to this.
What are you thinking? Any ideas or just a feeling?
Paradox is just, he's kind of like swaying a little side to side as he's thinking on this. It goes, okay, so if we're assuming he's from the future, he knows where everything is, but he also seems to know where we're headed and how we got caught in that trap last time. I'm not even entirely sure we're not walking into a trap here again, because even if Malachi did give us this information, I just have this feeling that he's already there and he's waiting for us. And he turns to you, Elias, and goes, your dreams that you had, do you think that they might at all be connected to him?
I have no idea, really, because in the dreams, I'm just in a fucking tower and it's raining.
Maybe you should try and meditate on that again. See if maybe there is something there.
Oh, then I guess on our ride, that's what I'm gonna do.
Did anyone else want to have a conversation before we just kind of go for a break?
I mean, we could still talk to each other, ship.
Well, right, but I'm saying, like, is anyone gonna like sleep on this trip, or like who's gonna have conversations here?
Oh, by the way, Bork, as a heads up, don't forget to change your name in the thing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's not a big deal there to me. I just did it because I'm like, so I can keep track of myself.
I mean, if we're gonna be like making stops along the way, then if anything, I could possibly repair people's armors and such, considering the possible damage we've taken so far.
Are we stopping in Stonehorn and then going to the moon?
Oh, great, going to Stonehorn. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's because I thought because we're gonna be taking a break, and like
Yeah,
to
I mean,
rest.
you guys will be sleeping on the trip to go to the moon, so And
Too late.
since you're, I mean, in your case, Theo, since you're EXO, you don't necessarily need to sleep. So if you want to repair your armor during this downtime, you absolutely can.
That's the thing. I'm the one who took the least amount of damage the entire time,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm supposed to be the tank.
Yeah, you keep finding yourself out in the outside situation.
Like, I can't even do my job right. God damn.
It's okay. You'll have your
Mama
shining
always
moment.
said I was a little special.
Oh God.
I mean, if anything, I could like fix the one place scrap I have from just that one time I actually did get hit. That one tiny scratch.
You buff it out.
Gotta be looking nice for when we beat the guy again.
You gotta be shiny.
All
I
right,
guess.
but I mean, if no one has anything else here, we'll go into Visor's meditation.
Mm.
Nap time.
Elias, as you begin your meditation, you feel cold.
That's not nice.
There's this rising feeling in the back of your spine. It's cold and icy. You open your eyes and you find yourself back at that same tower that you looked out, and it's raining.
Maybe it's a leap of faith.
You hear immediately behind you, "Enjoy chasing my shadow."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, at least I'm not the one running.
What's the matter? You can't catch up with me?
Yeah, the faster you run, the more likely you're going to trip.
Even if I were to trip, you think you could still catch me?
You never know until I try.
I'm waiting.
And then why don't you tell me?
You'll know when the time's right. I want you there.
No, just
Do
to
you,
piss
do
him
you
off, I'm gonna jump out of the tower.
Well, I was just gonna ask you, do you turn to face him at all in this conversation?
No, not really. I don't want to give him the opportunity.
Okay. So what are you gonna do? You're just gonna keep chasing my shadow till the end of time?
Well, if your words are to be believed, wouldn't be till the end of time. It'd be until you set off your little toy.
Why are you here?
Why aren't you here? I'm just literally trying to piss him off.
Well, if you want me to be where you're at, then maybe I'll meet you there.
Interesting. I will actually just turn and face him. Fuck it. See what happens.
You're face to face with him.
Yeah, God, you ugly mug. Does he actually wear a helmet?
Yeah, he's helmeted. You can't see his face.
Now that helmet's neat. Where'd you get it from?
Your dead corpse.
Hmm. Nice. Always knew you were a war criminal.
Takes one to know one, doesn't it?
You know, for all the things you hate me for, we never did find out why you do hate me. I don't even know.
You just haven't been paying attention, have you?
What are we saving people?
Saving them from what?
Oh, I don't know. From your ass? From killing them?
I've given them a greater purpose.
Yeah, smashing people into a pulp is a greater purpose.
You didn't seem to care that much when it was the Fallen.
I didn't actually see that, so. No, I'm saying that to you, Dave, not him.
Yeah, I know.
So I wouldn't have actually known about that.
You seem to have a problem with it when it's the wrong enemy. That's fine. Doesn't matter.
It all really depends. If they want to talk, then come to the bargaining table. Don't just immediately kill people. But they're the ones that shoot first. I've offered people to surrender. How many people do you know, and how many Guardians do you know offer the chance to surrender?
I know a lot more than you want to think. I know your history. I know the people you've lost, the people you're going to lose. This is all history to me.
Make it almost sound like you're my kid from the future. Jesus Christ.
You seem to forget paracausal beings cannot have children.
So, the way you talk.
You still don't know?
Nope.
I'll leave you to ponder that mystery then until you figure it out. Until then, have fun chasing my shadow. And he kicks you out of the building and you immediately snap out of your meditation.
That was neat.
Paradox just turns to you. What happened?
I just had a talk with our good friend. Less of a talk, more of him just being an asshole.
Okay, well, that sounds like all of our encounters with him so far, so, could you be a little more specific?
I'm just gonna relay everything that I get in the fucking paradox, because I don't have a way to put it into words. But, he's basically gonna meet us on the moon.
Yeah, there's this just awkward silence of, what?
Yeah, apparently I have a connection to him mentally. You remember the dreams? Yeah, he was there with me. And I mean in my face.
That's just fun, isn't it?
Yeah. I can't even sleep peacefully.
I mean, were we really expecting him to not show up?
No, but it makes our situation so much worse.
Paradox just kind of leans into you a little bit. Did you do what I think you did?
What do you think I did?
Provoke him?
Maybe.
Played with them.
Paradox just, you see him kind of like shake a little, just like, why do you do this?
Well, I mean, he's gonna be an asshole.
What does that mean you have to be an asshole?
He wants to accuse me of war crimes, and I'm going to accuse him right back. I at least give my enemies chance to surrender. He doesn't.
I really can't say I wouldn't have done the same.
I mean, it probably would have been better if you tried to manipulate his thoughts.
I mean, I technically did. He's coming to the moon.
In a more
We know
Okay,
he's
positive
so
way.
so you provoked him into showing up. Okay. So what's the plan now?
I mean, we could always just set off the antimatter.
And blow us all up.
I mean, who said we can't just land and then just fucking detonate it after leaving? Pretty sure he can't run in space.
Well, he can probably walk himself.
So let me understand you right. You want to detonate an unknown quantity of dark matter on the moon, and you think we're just gonna be able to escape its explosive distance.
Nah, I don't fucking know. We go by air.
Okay,
more do you
yeah.
want from me?
By ear, that sounds a
Maybe
little more
5
agreeable than let's just blow
minutes
it up
ahead.
because we're talking about dark matter here.
I mean, does anybody else have a better plan?
Can it involve not blowing it up?
Can somebody else give me a better plan?
What about the third disciple? I was told that the third disciple was going to be on the moon. That's where me and him are supposed to combat night. But what if there's possibly a different outcome we could take? To which, if we get him on our side, he could be our spy.
Yeah, but that goes back to the issue. He can see into the future.
Yeah, if he can see into the future, he knows. He will know that he's a spy from.
But there's possibly a reason on why he's a third disciple, meaning he's important to him.
And that means the closer somebody is to you, the more you keep an eye on them.
And even if they aren't a third disciple, getting them on our side would probably be helpful.
Who's to say he'll even turn?
A man on the inside would be, ideal, but problem is that I don't know if we're going to be able to coerce anyone into going against him.
That's my point.
I mean, if he can get the Corsairs to change sides, yeah, he's made a convincing book. And they've read it.
Paradox kind of thinks back and goes, "Did you notice something different about those Corsairs? Something that looked a little off?"
Corrupted.
Paradox pulls the image back up and reviews it, and you, Elias, you immediately notice because he zooms in on it, and you see the dark electrical burns on the bottom of Lucivia's neck.
Oh, they were brainwashed.
By means of torture.
Mm-hmm.
And is everyone viewing this as well?
Yeah.
We're probably viewing
Okay.
it over like shitcoms and shit like that, most likely.
Yeah. Okay. So, I need everyone to make an intelligence check.
Oh boy, I think that's my dumb stat.
I don't fucking pay attention.
Oh, I actually did better.
Okay.
I did both of you do an
Let's
intelligence
see.
save.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Actually, yeah.
here.
Uros and yeah, you
Sorry, I
guys
just
are-
read words. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, I
I'm a
think
little
your
distracted
saves...
here. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're okay.
Yeah,
Apologies.
You gotta
I'm
make
trying-
sure it's the bar on the left.
I'm getting. That's why I've been kind of quiet. I'm just letting you guys do your thing, but I'm listening to everything.
Well, join the conversation, my dude.
Well, I am kind of just listening because I have my own theories right now, and I will chime them in a moment.
All right. But as far as you guys are viewing this, Ash and Theo, which is ironic that you guys not being Awoken, you guys immediately recognize this. They look 10 years older than most Awoken do.
That's odd.
The majority of the Awoken you have seen, even though like they're pretty much ageless and timeless, like you've never seen like an older looking Awoken, these two look just like 10 years older than they should be.
That. Huh.
Weird phenomenon.
The thing is, Awoken have like insanely long lifespans. They shouldn't. 10
Exactly.
years is a hell of a lot longer than 10 years for an Awoken. So what the hell did he do to them that they aged that drastically?
What if they're from the same time period he's supposedly from?
That would be
As
like
as a replacement.
that would be so damn long. That would be like potentially thousands or tens of thousands of years in the future. If even. It could be
And
low.
plus, at that time period, we couldn't do anything to him, even if we wanted to.
And considering that the Awoken have such a long lifespan, it would make sense for him to go into a time where the two that would possibly be the most threatening, at what we would assume their prime, be brought to this time where they had further knowledge.
Because the one that I chaos reached sure knew more about me than I do, apparently.
Well, I mean, Godhand knows a lot about you. And he's seen the future. He could have told him.
Yeah, but then again, in the future, they may have just read about me instead of him telling them.
Maybe.
Because who
Then
knows
wouldn't
what the fuck I've done?
then possibly it would not be too unwise to assume that any of the disciples could be from his time.
There's something. This is Paradox saying this. There's something he said that is still bothering me. He said this is all history to him. How would that be? How could this be history to him unless he was here?
Yes, and the theory of him and the disciples coming from a different time would make a bit more sense if he says this is history towards him. But that would
History
mean
for him. Does that mean it's his history or just history in general?
Don't know.
Because if it's his history, this story is his history, then
it's a bit bold to say then. But when
Really
that means
interesting thing I just thought. I'm gonna look at Ash on the screen. Meditate for me real quick.
okay. So I would do that then.
So your meditations are a little different since you come from a void background. You kind of when you meditate, you sink into the darkness. You sink into the void, and you find calm, quiet thoughts. As you meditate, you're not coming in contact with anything. This is just your normal meditation as you experience this.
Okay. So I guess I can just come out and be like, nothing's different.
You've meditated for about a half hour and you found nothing.
Yeah. Nothing's different. It's just normal. It's just you who's seeing it.
So now I'm gonna raise the interesting question. What if he is me?
I was thinking that. I was considering if this, what we are doing right now, is his own history, and he has a connection to you, that's the only logical thought. Also, he does channel arc energy, which is slightly less concrete, but it is something. And if he is you, that's a problem.
it would be a feasible theory.
But also, at what point do you become him? At what point in your life do you become him?
But then that also raises the question, why don't I put a gun to my own head and just pull the trigger? Then he doesn't end up existing.
He seems to have thought this through. I mean, he's coming to you in your meditation. I feel like he may have a plan against that. I mean, if you want to try killing your ghost, go be my guest, but I don't think that'll
What does
help.
Paradox say to that?
Paradox, it just hides in your backpack. Like, nope, we're not having this conversation.
It probably wouldn't help anyways. Again, he's likely thought this through beyond just. I mean, if he was afraid of you killing yourself, I don't know if he would actually engage with you in the first place beyond just normal combat.
Paradox just rings in your ear, and he did beat the crap out of you, so.
I put a few rounds in there. But, so, this is the only idea I have. Y'all go to the moon, I go to the Antarctic.
What are you hoping to find? Or what are you hoping to do? Just.
And is it really wise to go by yourself?
I mean, I'd be the only one to die if I go alone. And plus, that would mean he can't see what y'all are doing there.
Perhaps. That could be a good idea, yeah.
Or I can go back to the last city, report to them, while y'all go to the moon.
That may be a good idea. If we bury you, if we bury you in their discussions, he may not know what we're up to while they're arguing. He may only know they're
Okay,
arguments.
but wait, Paradox, but wait a second. Then, if that's the case, then he's gonna know where you're going. If you go to the last city, he's gonna go there.
Where
Well, you
everybody
did.
is. Not just me. Everybody.
But if you do go there, that would be putting a lot of other lives at risk.
Yeah.
Because from the sounds of it, he doesn't really have much to lose, considering he wishes to eradicate everything anyways.
That's why I was originally proposing to go to the Antarctic. Where it's just me and him.
But what do you hope to accomplish from this? A confrontation with him to what end?
I mean, if he's gonna kill me, then he's gonna kill me.
He's not. I mean, I don't think that's going to be the case here, though. I mean, if he says he wants you there at the end, like he told you, then he's not going to kill you yet. He's just going to take you hostage.
Sounds
Paradox
like he has a
comes out of your
scheme.
backpack and just he's side-eye glancing you, like, what are you thinking?
You shouldn't have proposed that.
Well,
What if I intentionally let him take me?
again, to what end?
Hey, then the others can follow. Because if he's gonna take me anywhere, he's gonna hide me back at his place, basically.
We don't know that.
I mean, do you want to try something else?
It is a plan. It may be our best plan. That doesn't mean it's a good plan. For all we know, he can hide you.
A good plan acted upon now is better than the perfect plan activated 10 minutes late.
If the bad plan ends with any of us dead, it's not a good plan. It's not anywhere near a good plan.
I mean, I'm willing to give up my life for the last city.
Paradox chimes in. Be that as it may, I don't really want to die either.
I mean, hey, you're the one that chose to revive me.
Yeah, and I don't want to see you dead either. That's why I brought you back too, you know?
Just because you're willing to give your life doesn't mean we can't afford to lose it. It's not about whether or not you're willing. It's about whether or not it's helpful or actually worth it. Because if you die and if you sacrifice yourself and it turns out the situation's made worse or not even made better, we've just lost someone with no advantage to ourselves.
You've been quiet.
Yes, I have. I have a plan. You might not
Share with
like it.
class.
I
I'm going
can't.
to throw something at you.
I can't. But I can share with two of you. But first of all, let's get to the moon. Where are we landing at specifically?
We're going to Stonehorn first.
Okay, we can go to Stonehorn. Sure.
Which
Where-
are we going to first?
Whatever you want to go. I still have plan.
We can cut Elias out and share that plan.
And I have a feeling I'm going to be the one that I can't hear the plan. Am I
Yeah.
correct?
Exactly.
That shit.
But you don't need to know that.
I do!
Yeah. So shut up, you two.
I mean,
Congratulations, he
okay,
does.
so-
Congratulations,
so-
he now knows he doesn't know the
Sort
plan.
of. He doesn't know the whole plan yet, so.
He doesn't
So
know.
what we'll say is you slid this into their DMs.
Thank you. I was gonna say, can I just message it to him at this point? I'm like,
you slide it into their DMs, so
Yeah.
it's,
I'm
it's
like, shut
discreet and
up.
nobody
do
knows.
Not, yeah, I'm like, shut up. Do not say anything to him about this.
Okay.
So at this point, I'm just sitting here messaging you all this. So I'm gonna give you. We're gonna drop his ass in there, but we're not gonna drop in there with him. We're gonna drop elsewhere. We're gonna sneak up on the bastards, especially him, and let Elias kind of be bait. We'll take up positions because if he gets taken, he still gets taken. Okay. If he gets obliterated and smashed into the ground, well, we get a good sideshow. Okay. Save Paradox at least, you know.
Well, yeah, at the end of the day, the ghost is more important because
Yeah.
they can revive.
And so I'm typing everything. I'm just like as fast as I can, and that's why I've been quiet. I've been listening to everything that's going on. So
So,
I'll-
hold on. I gotta throw this in here. I just about to throw a monkey wrench in this. Which language are you talking to them in? Because you don't know City Common.
that's whatever.
All
What's
Guardians
the
know
s-
City Common.
He doesn't know English.
No, I don't know English. I don't know English.
And
Like,
English isn't City Common.
No, I'm typing in City
Common
Common.
is very common.
Yeah,
That's the
City
only
Common
thing
is City
I-
Common.
I'm
Everyone-
learning.
How-
Hey, I'm learning English. Yours is
No,
learning
here's the
English.
thing. How would he know City Common if he's only been there a few times?
It's what it.
Because everyone just can speak City Common.
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
fine. I'll speak to it in Russian.
It's a
How's
con-
that?
It's not like it matters. I have comprehension of the
How
form. Just
else
keep writing
would
in
the
whatever.
Ghost
Yeah.
and the Guardian be able to speak to each other?
I've got DB,
listen,
shut up.
This is how this is working. This is how this is working. Uros is messaging me. I am able to read it, and then I'm just translating it for Theo.
I got a ghost who does that, and he already knows.
what's up.
Shut your mouth. Don't
Okay, then,
tell him specifically.
This is an out-of-game character conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much at this point. But no, this is the plan. It is cut him out, and we set a trap and see
that
how
works for
much
me.
this guy actually does know. Because if he is actually from the future, then he'll know everything that's coming. If he is Elias, then he won't know what's happening. He only knows
That's a good point.
what he knows. And we leave that little part out. So we're going to test and see how much. So if Elias gets taken, hey, it still is part of the plan, sort of. It's just not part of the plan I set up. Because I've been sitting here listening, and I'm like, I don't think it's Elias, but hey, it could be, yes. but I don't really think it is. Sort of. So
Maybe.
we'll see. So while I'm messaging all you two this, I'm leaving Paradox even out of this. So he's not even gonna know.
because
Yeah, they're
'Cause
on
he
their
is
separate
part-
ships, so
Yeah, but no,
comms are cut.
it's so that the comms. I don't want either of them knowing because I don't. If Elias knows, that means Paradox would know. And so far, we haven't seen a ghost on Godhand, or even a mention of it.
yeah, that doesn't mean he
So-
doesn't have one with him. Though.
and
It
also-
could be some,
This part, his helmet was taken from his corpse. Well, he could be talking metaphorically, but I don't think it's Elias. A little. There's that fraction of me still thinks it's you. So here's the plan. We're setting a trap. That's what we're doing.
okay.
And we're gonna find out how much this guy knows. If
I
he
know,
shows up,
sometime I'm not being the leader.
yeah, but we're letting you play it like you are. So we're playing kind of dumb, like, okay, yeah, and then you're gonna drop in, and we're gonna be like, sorry, we for some reason we can't drop in some crap or something. We're gonna drop
of
out
game,
further.
real quick. Where are we going then?
So if we're proceeding with
I thought we were going to the moon.
Matrix's plan, then you're all going to the moon.
It could work in either place. It doesn't matter.
But
Yeah.
first, we're going to Stonehorn.
We can do it there too. Even.
We can go to Storm.
Because remember, we wanted to look more at the Genesis Corp
Yeah.
shit. Remember?
Well, you guys.
Well, that was what I wanted to do, but it's not like if we, it's whatever's more pressing, personally.
I mean, you might find something on their files that we might have not have.
I mean, definitely, yeah.
I mean, it's possible to take
Looks
the
like
detour
research
for
is
that,
like-
sure.
I'm game.
Is that what we're going to do, or what are we doing?
I'm game. Go to
Stonehorn.
the other place first. Yeah, go to Stonehorn first.
Okay. All right, so you guys detour, and you head out to Stonehorn. It takes you about half hour to get there.
Okay.
Should I look at my inbox and see if there's anything from Nikon?
You've been receiving messages requesting you to contact him immediately.
We probably all have.
Yep. To be fair, everyone has, except for Ash.
Well,
You-
actually,
no,
Nikon
Ash is-
wouldn't know about Theo though.
No, Nikon doesn't know about Theo, but everyone's receiving messages from their respective Vanguard leaders.
Except for me.
I'm getting
Ash
I'm
is-
getting this from my group. From
For
the group
Ash,
school.
it's-
There's reasons.
For Ash, it's just who dis.
New phone, who dis? Exactly.
No idea who I am.
Who dis?
Yep.
What the fuck you be? How you get my number?
Sorry,
I don't
wrong
like
number.
people playing on my phone.
Hey, you got games on your phone?
Yeah, you got games on your phone.
Who dis?
All right.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, we. All right.
We have to have a little side tour.
Of
every now and
course, of course.
All right, I'm gonna have to clip that now. Who dis?
But no, is it literally just like asking us to contact him? Like, is there any other type of messages?
That's all that's you're receiving is he'd like for you to contact him immediately. Please respond.
Leave him on red, I guess.
I just kind of ask over comms, should I let him know that we're at least alive?
I mean, it would
But
be
not tell
ni-
him anything more than that?
it would be nice to know.
Bye.
At least with the live part. That would be nice to know.
Any information about actually like what you're doing.
I'm
but,
just
you know.
gonna send a message back to him saying that we're alive. We have issues of our own that we're dealing with.
Okay, so it's just gonna be like a text message to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I'd do it through voice so he actually does know. Like, leave a
You have
voicemail.
to put this back
All right, so you
Right.
leave him a message just advising that you are still alive and you're dealing with shit.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so as you guys do make your prone to Stonehorn, you guys did set up the transmat inside, so you immediately transmat inside. It's a rocky facility on the inside here. It's dark. The electricity is out. Um, I do believe everyone has dark vision, if I'm not mistaken.
I do.
I
don't
don't because I'm human.
All but one.
Oh, but what?
How about one?
Right,
You have to use ghost flashlight, bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
At least know my way around the facility.
We just see everything. You're just like spooky horror game character with a flashlight.
I'm just like, what'd you say?
All right, so yep, all four of you do find yourself at the collapsed entrance of the facility. So Ash, as you're looking down, this is kind of it's a facility that built straight into the mountain. So like above you is rocky, just terrain and rocks just hanging above you. But inside here, it's a massive laboratory.
Ooh. I got a place. Alright, so what exactly is in the lab?
So you have to make your way back to the laboratory. So in this lab, there are various different microscopes, electron microscopes. They're basically studying biology here.
Ooh, fun. Are there any samples around that I can actually look at, or are they all like gone and decomposed and shit?
All the samples are gone inside here. Everything's been smashed. The lab's been pretty much tossed. Like a lot of the stuff has been smashed. Like there's still stuff that's sitting there still intact and working, but for the most part, there's a lot of it's just broken.
And there's no information that I can like. There's no like.
Server farm.
Yeah, I know that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, the power's out at the moment, so you can't gain access to electronic records. But as you look out in the back of the laboratory, there's a window, and in this window there's some light coming from it, and this is an overlook out into the garden. And just to describe the garden for you, this is an indoor forest that has a natural sunlight that's hanging at the very top of the facility. And you see rows and rows of trees, and this facility, this room itself is massive, over several football fields in size. And you're looking down and you see just rows and rows of trees, and you can see that there are various types of trees here. There are fruit trees, there are nut trees, there are various different types of trees in here. And you can assume based on this that there's likely some kind of insect and wildlife that would likely be alive inside that facility.
I actually kind of want to go explore the garden.
Honestly, same.
Okay.
I mean, there could be something in there. This is what was terraformed, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we could
Yeah,
probably.
this is the result of the
Yeah.
Genesis device itself.
So by examining it, I could probably glean something about the device itself. I mean, technology isn't. Technology is. It, leaves a trace, or it should at least.
All right. So, does everyone make their way down to the garden?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I kind of
so.
detour.
Where do you go off to?
Let's see. What's around me? What rooms could I go to?
So there is the sealed vault in the far back that this you can go check on.
That's right.
Yeah, the garden, the laboratory, and then there was the secondary lab that's off to the side that the scientists kind of collaborated in together. There's a lot of papers just strewn about and tossed in that room and there.
Okay.
But yeah, that as far as like this section of the facility, that's pretty much what you'll have.
Okay, I'm following up everybody. I'm just gonna kind of detour into the side room over there with the papers that are all over the place, and just kind of wander over there.
Okay, so
Meander.
Do you just kind of kick open over some papers, just kind of looking it over, see if there's anything
I'm
that
not kicking.
stands
I'm
out?
just kind of moving some stuff around quietly, but I'm being observant, watching around, just keeping
Okay.
an eye on things while I do it.
All right. So from the secondary lab, there's also a window there too, so you can look out into the facility. So from where you're at, you would be able to see the others as they walk out into the garden. So as far as the garden goes, as you guys step out onto it, you immediately notice that you're walking on very soft grass. It feels very lush. It's very green. You're the For those of you that do have the sense of smell here, you're able to get there's a sense of freshness, the fresh air in here. It feels very clean. It's it's invigorating. And as you look out into the forest there, you don't hear any. You don't. I take it back. You don't see any birds, but you do kind of hear a little bit of bird song off in the distance.
Well,
I kind of get why he wants to activate the device, if this is what it'd be like.
And Ash,
That's what sucks.
Dragonfly, for the first time, kind of pops out and starts to scan the trees.
What are you getting from it?
Traces of light energy. Chemical compositions, pretty much what you'd expect from regular trees. Oh.
What is
So there's an unusual energy trace here that I can't identify. And you see a little display pop up on here, and it's an energy wave reading. Goes,
that? Is helpful. Can we trace it, or can we figure out exactly what it?
on it. I don't have anything in my database. I'm not sure what this is yet, but I'll keep looking around, see if I can get some more information on that.
I just want to point out the creepy dream music still playing.
How's it still playing? I shut it off.
I can hear it.
I'm not hearing it.
Yeah, I don't hear it either.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, dude, I shut off that music a long time ago. I don't know what you're hearing.
See, he is God Hand now. Okay.
No,
Oh wait.
I'm legitimately hearing like the creepy fucking music from in the tower.
Dear God, he is God Hand.
Oh no! It started with him actually kind of.
We don't hear it though. Yeah.
The music.
Yeah,
It's
none of us
hallucinating.
hear it.
Okay,
You literally fucking stopped.
Yeah, I started and stopped it.
Yeah, it just stopped. That's why I was like, what the
Wow,
fuck?
so-
Yeah, I just did
Turns
that.
out
I
this
just
entire
started and
thing is
stopped it
still your
again.
meditation.
Okay, so it's just a glitch
You
there.
haven't even left yet.
Okay,
Oh my
yeah,
God,
yeah, so-
imagine.
Yeah,
Imagine
like-
taking part of his meditation.
No, I shut it off. I swear.
No, it's just him. He is God
I
Hand.
was thinking,
Oh,
like,
no.
you know, this is really weird that Dave is keeping this playing for so long when it's not in a creepy atmosphere situation. So I had to bring it up.
Okay. Yeah, well, thank you, because I didn't know that could happen as a glitch.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Anyway,
All right. So, as you guys continue to observe the garden, what is it that you'd be looking for exactly? Is there anything in particular that you're trying to find?
well, I'm kind of interested in that signature. See if maybe there's a way to kind of locate an origin point for it. See if maybe it was.
Make an intelligence for.
Okay.
Let's see if maybe you can identify it, and maybe you might know something. Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're gonna know something.
our first smart person of the group.
I genuinely
wow.
hope so. I literally,
Ash loves her research.
the entire reason why I'm here is for the research. I hope I'm intelligent.
Just
All
that
right,
one
so this signature is conducive with an explosion. It's highly, highly volatile. So it's nothing that you know of that could, at least anything that's known to man, that could produce this kind of level of energy. This is what you suspect to be an energy signature for dark matter. Because of its highly volatile state and the way the signature resembles it, it does appear to be linked to dark matter.
That's fun.
So and this is Dragonfly, by the way. So let's assume he is using dark matter for this. The explosion that would be required for this would level cities. The initial explosion alone would entirely wipe out the last city in a flash.
And replace it with this, or is there some other device that's causing that? Is the explosion just the setup, or is it the first part in a reaction?
Paradox chimes in and goes, and he passes along data to Dragonfly. This is the information we were able to gather from them before the computer systems went down. And Dragonfly begins to sift through the data. Give me a few minutes here to process everything, and you kind of see like his eye kind of moving like as if he's reading, but Dragonfly is just kind of like sitting relatively next to your shoulder. So while this is happening, Uros, you're wandering about the laboratory. What is it you're looking for?
I am actually. Oh, what was I going to do now? I'm just looking around in there, but I'm literally watching outside more of in their direction because I'm just seeing what's going to happen. But I want to take my little new toy. And am I still close to the tunnel that we came down to where it's collapsed up the other there?
Yep.
Can I put my camera there?
Sure.
You sound like a child.
I'm having fun.
A child with his new toy.
So,
Yeah. Should have seen what I
so
was doing
while
yesterday.
you're setting up your new toy here, DB pops out here and goes, "Penny for your thoughts?"
Watching our back. I want to see what's going to happen. Can you record this?
Well, yeah, of course.
Good. Start recording as soon as it's set in place.
Understood. But I was more referring to being in here.
I wanted to be
Being
away. Oh, that, I'm not very comfortable with it. But we need to find out things. So I need to put my feelings aside for that.
I understand. And that's okay. I mean, what happened here was terrible. But we're gonna get this guy. Don't let it get you down.
I don't know. It's just past feelings. I must
know.
keep my focus right now. Like Theo said, keep your focus. So I am. I'm just watching out for us, and if things are the way they are, we need to keep quiet right now about it. So let's just keep to the plan.
Stick to the plan. All right, so as you move away, you do see in your HUD a little box pop up here with the video camera's feed. And you do see a little red dot up in the far or upper left corner of the box there, indicating it is recording.
Sweet. DB, can you keep me if there's any change in that video at all, let me know immediately.
I'll let you know if I see anything come out.
Thank you. I'm gonna slowly kind of walk away from there and head toward their general direction, but I'm gonna keep my distance.
I'm actually gonna ask Eros a question. Do you remember that scientist lady that was here at Stonehorn?
Yes. Why?
Who was she a scientist for?
I know she was doing a lot of research trying to figure this all out.
DB chimes in over comms. It goes, they were just studying what they found here. The people here built a village, and they used the cave for safety, and they basically, the way I understood it was they used the garden to basically feed the village.
So, the interesting question or running theory that I have, what if she knew more than she let on? What if she wasn't with the dead? What if she was taken?
I didn't ask about who was there. I just know she was doing the, initial checking of this stuff, just looking through it, investigating it, trying to figure out how to really replicate it, I guess. And
Did
maybe
we ever go through her personal computer?
Her personal terminal was smashed in the previous incursion.
That's right.
Well, no, it wasn't, because Eros pulled a message from it that was addressed to him.
That was a tablet she had there.
Yeah, that was a tablet. That wasn't a
Yeah,
personal computer.
Before it was DB gave her information he got from the vault onto that. That's the only thing that really survived, because it's not the computer she was working on. So.
I do have a bit of a question then. Was it a laptop or a tower?
It was tablet.
Put me on the spot here.
No, it was a tablet. That was a. Oh, you're talking about her computer?
No, the computer.
Personal computer.
It would have been a tower.
I was going to
say it was inside the laboratory.
Then, if the computer itself was a store, what about the tower? Can we extract data from it, from the hard drive?
If
That's
it's
what
not
I was
damaged.
thinking.
Maybe, but that's only if it's not
I mean,
damaged.
we could pull out the hard drive and see what we got.
I mean, I can go
Then
back
if
to our
anything, I got
office and
something
try
to
it.
do. I got something to do then.
Do you want me to try to help you rebuild it if necessary?
Me and Noah should have it.
Oh, I mean, I'm good with electronics. You gotta remember this.
I'm like kind of messaging in my headset, like trying to do it. I'm like, do not let him in there. We're trying to keep him separated from some stuff.
No, I can help rebuild it. Doesn't mean I'm gonna look at what's in it.
The least you know.
I'm the one that proposed the idea.
I know, but if you're not the one in the room when it happens, I mean, he could swap it for another hard drive that's just sitting there if he wanted to.
I mean, I'm not gonna look at the data because I also have the idea that, oh, maybe I shouldn't fucking look at this.
I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up to you guys, because I am just gonna sit here and go, I wouldn't do that.
Y'all just gotta tell me what you want to do.
I'll just go back outside and sit in the ship. Fuck all y'all.
I don't technically need a screen for harvesting the data, so
it's up to you. Then I'd leave it up to you, Theo. It's what you want to do with that. If you need his help, you can, as long as he doesn't see it.
Nah, I'm already walking back out to the ship.
Nah, you get your ass back here.
Nope.
I'm
I've
taking
already
out an
walked out.
explosive arrow. I'm taking aim at him.
He's the
Honestly,
pouting
any
child who
information
doesn't
we
get his
have-
toy in
any-
Walmart.
Honestly, any information we learn, we probably shouldn't let Elias know, because if Elias knows what we know, then so does
Uh-huh.
John.
If
We
the,
need
if
to
the
keep
theory
that
is
much-
correct.
That's why I'm going outside.
Yeah, but you don't
Honestly,
know that.
Elias is
You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Better
Elias,
to be safe than sorry.
until we
How do
get
you know?
confirmation otherwise, Elias likely probably shouldn't accompany us on important expeditions like this.
Going back outside.
Yeah, I know. I am in favor of you going back outside.
Okay, so we've established that Elias is in his ship pouting right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just guarding outside.
Hey,
Nah,
Elias,
he's
how's
pouting.
it going out there?
He's
I
crying.
will
He's sitting in the
plant
corner
C4 charges
crying.
on each of y'all's ships. Fuck y'all.
Oh, I sent my ship away.
That's what Godhead wants. That's what Godhead wants.
Oh, I should have said, I sent my ship away. I'm not going to leave it parked there.
Hey, you didn't state that prior.
Yeah,
You're not in
I'm
control
like,
of the ship.
I got to remember how to, hey, DB does. How's that? Ha! Ha!
Can the signal get out to your ship?
I don't know. Can signals get out of there? I don't think they can. Can they? Well, it
From
is
a
a-
certain place they could.
Hmm.
And you gotta
I
remember,
mean,
you
I
can
mean,
teleport
now
outside.
considering that part of the rock kind of collapsed on the
Yeah,
entrance.
it would. So it would. You'd have to. Didn't you have to go back up, Elias, for?
To send the message to Nikon?
Yeah,
That was before
because
we
he-
landed.
Yeah, that was before that you guys landed.
No, not before that. But oh, sorry, I'm thinking back when it was Jin, no, Jin. Shit, God bless me. Gotta remember names.
Talking about the guy that was hurt.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, that's Jin. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Jin.
He had
Okay.
to go outside for that. So,
Yeah, you went up
y'all
and
are
had.
deep in the fucking facility.
Not if I'm following you. You think I'm gonna leave you out of my sight?
Make a stealth check.
All of us are
And
just.
that's against my
That's
perception.
Eros because he's saying he's following.
Oh, okay.
And I see his dumb ass.
Yep.
Not like I'm really gonna stealth it, but I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna come up
you're
here.
hanging back and you're
But I
like
got a
kind of
camera,
spying on
too.
him a little bit.
Yeah, but I got a camera running in that hallway going up, so I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there and then teleport out.
Yeah, but if the camera's there just to make sure of things, but I'm like, keep an eye on your ass. Because you don't know what's going on yet.
Right before I teleport, I flip him off down the hall.
You don't know the camera's there.
No, I flip him off.
No,
I know
because I'm
he's
standing
following me.
nearby. Because I'm back further.
Okay, that's fair. Because you do see him, so you know he's there. So you flip him off as you transmat out.
And I just do a little heart symbol with my hands. Love you too.
Yeah,
I guess I'm just gonna sit outside and wait for anything to come through on the radio.
Okay,
Think so.
so Theo is going to examine the computer.
Yep.
All right. See, because we don't have a technology deal here. So I just want you to make an intelligence save for me.
Intelligence save.
Yeah.
Wait,
Ten.
Can. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Oh, that wouldn't be a save. That would be just an intelligence check.
But he's trying to repair the computer.
No, I'm not gonna try to repair it.
Well, you're trying to, okay. So I guess clarify. What are we doing with the computer here?
I'm going to take out the hard drive, to which then, because I'm an exo, I could extract the information from it to my own self.
Okay.
That way, any information that was there, I can extract it to my own head, and if there's something decoded that needs to be decoded, then pass it on to Nova.
He's his
Okay.
own flash drive.
So as you examine the tower, it is damaged. You pull off the casing and you examine the hard drive. It's an SSD. It's a fairly small, basic one. Looks like it might be could hold a terabyte of memory. It's not a very large one in comparison. Um, so there's no power going into the device, but you can pull it out and you can seek to attach it and try to extract anything off the hard drive itself.
Yeah, that would probably be best. Taking off the helmet.
All right,
Mm.
so yeah, you pull out a little cord from the back of your head here, and you do slot it into the bottom of the drive. Your internal systems begin to power it up, and it does attempt to boot up an operating system, which you immediately stop because you're not gonna have an operating system run over your own software.
Windows XP.
Windows Vista. So you do open up the drive, and the information you find in here is fairly corrupted, but you are able to pull out at least a couple of files. Um, the information that you're gonna find here is gonna be related to the project itself, and what you're finding is gonna be a series of notes. Um, these are director notes regarding the project itself, and Earls has actually read this in the past, but just to kind of summarize the notes in here, the director does say that upon all the testing that they have done, he's concluded that this device, as useful as it may be in developing a dead world, can be used as a weapon of war on a living one, and therefore he doesn't feel in good conscience to be able to allow this device to leave Earth, and the project is ultimately decommissioned. The testing and the facility and the device that they did use and everything in here, it was ordered to be decommissioned and to ultimately be scrapped, but there are still schematics and blueprints and a lot of data in here regarding the device itself.
That is something I kind of look at as the schematic because we already know it needs a processor, which God in hand has the computer to be able to withstand or be able to code it, dark matter to be able to power it, but there's more likely going to be more alternative uh, materials needed to either assemble it or or additional power it.
So
So
as
I
you
want to see if there's anything else that could be potential help.
Yeah, so as you look over the schematics on here, the device itself is a large cylinder-like device. It stands about 6 feet tall. It's roughly about 20 some inches in diameter, and it's a long cylindrical tube. In the center part of it, there is a casing in there that you do see a small diamond-like uh, piece that's written into the schematic as dark matter. There's a lot of series of different wiring and tubes. You do spot the slot for the processing device, the memory device. Um, as you're studying this, this is very similar to what would be like what would be considered for you like a modern day torpedo.
Right.
But it's like a heavily modified torpedo that basically drops like the most devastating weapon known to man and turns it into a golden world.
Yeah, so more likely you'll have a trigger for if it gets impacted by something, it'll detonate, causing a
It
reset.
As you're studying this, you do see it can be deployed in this way, but it could also be deployed like a bomb. Like you could put it in and
By putting it on like a
put it
timer or something.
exactly. You can drop it somewhere on a timer, or you can fire it out of a ship.
So with the processor, computer, and black matter, dark matter, there isn't much more than necessary thing. So
And as Nova is studying this with you, he goes, he can use any kind of delivery system he wants. This is so bad.
Meaning he's already has at least the necessary parts to complete the project.
But then the real question is how is he going to deploy it?
Well, if we wish it to reset the world, either he would have to drop it on here, or he's placing it somewhere that it would be hard to find. I mean, if anything, he could even place it in the ocean and we wouldn't be able to find it there.
Oh boy. And Nova is he's just looking this over and goes, "Oh, this is not good."
Drop it.
So at the most,
We
we'd
all
have to
have
try.
dogs.
We
Yeah.
know who has the bomb. Drop it! Drop it!
Run!
It's a
Drop
wiener
it.
dog running with a 6-foot torpedo.
He's just trotting down the floor, just wagging his tail.
No, it's like that video with the dog with the comically large stick. It's just like
Yeah, the stick that's like 10 times too big, just trying to get through a doorway.
he's just trotting
Jump
along.
power, I'm gonna use it.
A fucking nuclear payload. It's not just-
Okay, don't drop it. Set
Don't drop
it down.
Please, for the love of
Drop it.
God, don't drop it.
Drop it. No, wait, don't drop it!
I guess the only thing I'm doing outside is literally just conversing with Nikon, like messages back and forth,
I'm still in the guard.
or whoever else in the city if necessary.
You're sending him
So-
emojis.
Yeah, so Nikon is asking for more information. It's like what is happening, what's going on. Can you tell me anything?
Not much.
Hey, can you tell me something? No.
We're following
No.
leads. There we go.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. We're following leads.
Fun fact, I simply can't.
The other kids won't let me play with them.
No. They won't let me play with them shiny toys.
Oh my god. Okay. Whew.
All right, but as far as the rest of the drive is, it's mostly just more director notes regarding the device itself. So you pretty much got all you're gonna get out of the hard drive.
I will probably still keep the corrupted data because that could possibly be recovered and could possibly give us more leads.
Okay, so
Like-
you want to just pocket the drive and just take it with you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm probably gonna keep that part hidden of me keeping the drive though.
Okay, yeah, just add it to your inventory then, and just no one knows but you.
Wow, okay.
Nobody needs to know.
No.
All right, so with that said, what else are we doing here?
I'm still in the garden, right?
Yep. You're still studying the different trees and wildlife.
Are they all showing the same signature, or is
Yeah,
the wildlife, or is the wildlife just like stuff that got in from the outside before the cave collapsed or something like that, or did they?
the wildlife is a lot of it is from stuff that came from the outside. Like this is just like the energy traces you're seeing is mostly in the trees, in the grass, like in like the flora.
They're in the trees.
There.
But yeah, like the animals that you're able to see, like the birds and like the little squirrels that you do end up seeing running around, they don't have the same energy traces. They seem to be fairly normal.
Would you say they're all natural?
Organic.
So that, just to be clear, that the energy signature I'm getting from the trees was just from a normal ass explosion. It's not like it was just like an insane release of energy, or just
Yeah,
like
it's a
release of ton of energy.
trace. Like it's like a it's a trace remnant of what this explosion was.
And it was for
Like
dark matter.
just kind of like how you would like carbon dating in a sense. Like you know
Ah.
how you can tell like how old a tree is by going further deep into it. On a molecular level, you're able to kind of see this signature, comes from a time period, roughly. I mean, if you were to put a date to it, it's maybe 20, 30 years ago. Like you don't have an exact approximation for it, but you can see like this is a fairly young garden in
That's
terms of age.
interesting. So someone fired off the. Okay, hold up. So did you guys do this, or was it here when you guys like?
Oh, it was there when.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so this guard was created relatively recently. I assume by that lady scientist you mentioned earlier.
Nah.
Okay. So, I'm trying to think here. So if we could figure out if it turns out that like she was one of the people that was taken, because I'm pretty sure that idea was tossed around earlier. That's pretty major, because if we have like, because if we can dig up information on her, we could probably dig up information on the other.
Her name was Dr. Julia Brown, if that helps.
Okay. If I could get fucking power back into the facility, that would actually help quite a bit.
Yeah, because what happened before this was there was a fallen attack, and they did end up doing some damage to the inside of the facility.
They broke things.
Yeah,
Broke
they
shit, yeah.
they broke things, and that's why like even there's not even possible to reroute the power into getting into the laboratory. Like the power that's pretty much running right now is solely running for the garden itself.
And I can't like reroute that power to fix anything.
No, it's an independent power source.
Nobody needs to.
Yeah. That's mildly annoying.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
We're back. We all do this. There be a dinosaur.
Just suddenly a raptor comes out.
Okay, I didn't expect that one.
We gotta fight the fucking T-Rex.
Yeah.
The time traveler is a fucking T-Rex.
It turns out Godhead isn't you. It's just like some random thing.
It's Richard Hammond from. Oh wait.
All right, so with
Still
that,
laughing at that.
so what are we doing?
I'm sitting outside listening to music.
Let me think.
I guess I catch up with the group, with most of the group inside the vault, of being getting information from the drive, but pretty much stuff we've already known.
You got a little more information on the device itself, which can
be
help
back.
you work some stuff out with it. But yeah.
I poke my head into the office. How's it going?
Hey.
Considering it's just us three without in here, I guess I would say that I found the schematic of how this thing is supposed to be built at the very least.
Oh, keep that under wraps. Oh, jeez.
Yes, and there was some corrupted data, but with a bit of time, I can probably scavenge some stuff.
And with some time studying the schematic, we might be able to learn how to maybe break the device safely without it blowing up and killing everyone.
Good plan.
Or potentially a failsafe.
Good.
Exactly.
Yes, I like that.
Am I part of this conversation or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do we know for sure if he only has one of these devices? If he's
we
got
hope.
We
fail
can
safe.
only
Yeah, no,
hope.
that's the thing. That's the thing. These were, I assume, mass produced to go onto the Exodus ships.
No, this was the
Er,
testing.
Uh,
This was in testing. Basically, it was never mass produced. It was
oh,
going to
okay. So it
be.
never reached proper production.
Yeah,
It's just
it never
okay.
reached
Never
it.
mind. Okay, cool.
And so far, he only has one processing. So
Okay.
Yes, this is
But
the
he
small
did
version.
knock down those war sets and sent
Yeah,
them
I
to
don't
the.
like the idea of I don't like the idea of going and not knowing about all of his devices because there is a chance that he may set up a second device as a failsafe or something.
not so
Because
much if he sets up a
Mm,
failsafe. If anything, I'll have to go through the schematics and of its inner workings, see if there's a potential way to easily shut it down.
yeah,
Because at least that's what I at least know of most machines. They always have something to shut it down easily.
that's the hope.
well, it's safe to assume that they would put something like that on there, but we need to study this a little more thoroughly.
Yeah, in my free time, I'll go ahead and scour the entirety of the files.
Okay.
At least whatever I have in my brain.
All right. Was there anything else we wanted to do here?
I mean, are there any like data banks possibly here? See if there's any sort of things we possibly haven't found before.
Um, nothing in terms of like data banks specifically. Like the computers that are linked in here, we're working on a network, so pretty much everything that you're gonna have, or at least that you'd be able to get, would probably be on one of these drives. I mean, so there are a couple other computers if you wanted to, snatch their drives and study them for, additional information. It's always possible, but you'd have to just sift through and like pull their drives out and just take them for later.
Hmm.
So there is something I'd like to do while I'm waiting outside, actually.
Sure.
Um, before all the satellites were moved, can I get the last scan of the entire Earth?
Sure. I mean, what are you looking for specifically? Like,
I remember that we could see his travel path last time from
Ooh,
orbit. So I want to see all of where he's gone in the past, if he's ran that fast.
all right. So Paradox is able to pull up the last scan that they're able to receive from the satellite network. You are able to focus in on your last known position where you did pick up that burn trail that led you out into the ocean. Were you trying to look for other burn
Yeah,
marks similar
looking
to
just
that?
all across the Earth and seeing if there's any more traces like that.
Okay.
Like just running a program in a sense.
Sure. Okay. What do we roll for this? Make a perception for
24.
me. Okay. So you're able to see that he has run this path. I mean, you're able to spot the path that led him through the US where you initially encountered him the first time.
Mhm.
That same path led it back out to the ocean again. It seems to be somewhat focused in, at least in that one area, but as you're seeing that, you do see that there are a couple other areas scattered across Russia, Africa, Middle East. He's made a lot of trips around here. You're able to see, if you're able to estimate it here, you're saying you've probably spotted about 7 or 8 different trails.
Any near the last city?
There is one.
I just send that image to them inside.
Okay,
Can they
so
get to us?
you three, Elias does pop into your feeds and goes, "Hey, check this out," and he shows you this, and everyone sees this image on your HUDs. It's a satellite view of the last city. The traveler does have its shadow kind of over skewing it, so it's a little hard to see. But as you zoom in, you are able to see a burn trail that seems to go one way into the city.
Oh. Oh no.
He's there.
Should we let your friends know?
Or he's been there.
But there's no trail coming back out.
So
But
he's in
remember
there.
that this image is over 8. This is well over 8 hours old, and we don't know how old that particular trail is. It's in all likelihood he probably picked up who he needed from there and left the way he came.
Can we maybe track his movement inside of the last city? See specifically where he took them from?
The traveler would overshadow it.
Oh, okay, so we can't see. Okay, cool.
Because with the traveler in position over the last city with the satellite view, it's super
I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What I will do though is actually send that to Roth and Juno.
Okay.
Kind of proving my point that yeah, he has been there.
He fast as fuck, boy.
All right, so as you send out that message to them, Ross does respond to you in a text message. It goes, "Yeah, seems like you were right." All right, but so with this going on, what's the next move?
That's for them to know and me not to know.
That's a decide for you to fucking not think about. So I'm gonna. This is not like, what's it called? I'm trying to. So communications are down. So we've like turned off communications at this point, right?
Yeah. You can shut off your own communicator so no one else will hear you. Yep.
Well, I want Elias to not hear me because I'm about to.
Yep. I know what you mean.
Okay, cool. So oh yeah, no, of course, but I'm stupid. I'm thinking we do what Rose said earlier, where go to the moon, leave Elias's bait, move in when whoever's waiting for us there, if it is God Hand, or if it's one of his little friends. Wait to move in until after.
Definitely one of them.
Yeah. But send him in first. Say we're gonna investigate a different part, maybe a different area. See if someone comes after him, and if so, we can move in.
Might as well get moving then.
Indeed.
Let's get this over with.
All right, so everyone does make their way back out to the front entrance. Everyone does transmat back outside. Elias's ship is just kind of hovering overhead and just chilling there. You hear 80s music blaring out the sides.
Oh, he's in a pouty mood.
Oh no.
I will fly off and fucking leave all of you.
We have our ships here.
I mean, that would be a good case.
Hey, check your ships over just in case.
Then I'm just gonna go back to the city. Fuck this. Y'all gonna have fun on the moon.
Well, we'd find out if he's God Hand or not.
All according to our plan.
Well, then I guess I'm going back to the last city, and they're going to.
No, you have to go with us.
No.
I'm going back.
Now you're coming with us.
No.
Coming with us.
You're bait.
Do we have tractor beams?
You're coming with
I'm
us.
going back to the last city. Fuck
Do we have tractor beams?
How do you know? You don't know what's happening here.
I'm going back to the Lost City.
Why?
I know that they're always going to the moon.
Yeah, but why you're just gonna abandon them without
I
saying a thing?
guess.
You don't know what's happening here. How do you?
The
get in
less
this
I
contest?
know, the better.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
You don't know what you don't know.
I'm just saying it.
Hey, we found some information. We need to go to the moon after all. Really, now. There.
I know that we have to go to the moon.
No, it was in the cavern. We found the information.
Were you not listening when we met in Jupiter? When we originally were told to go to the moon.
Yes, but there was other information here that we found too. Yeah.
But the whole point was to go to the moon to follow Malachi's lead.
Yeah, so we're going to finish that.
But apparently I'm not supposed to go either.
We never said that.
Didn't we have a full discussion about this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We had a full discussion about me not knowing what y'all are going to do.
Hey, y'all.
Not knowing
I think
what?
he's losing it.
He's not okay.
No, I'm saying this in character. We
Yeah.
had a full discussion about me not knowing what y'all are going to do.
But that's the thing. You're not supposed to know. So how would you?
Listen, if we don't know what we're doing, you certainly
I'm going to just fly off.
do it.
Explosive arrow
I
to
am just going
engine.
to I'm just going to choose a random fucking direction and go.
Come on, it was gonna be fine.
Actually, no, I do have a direction. And I'm not going to tell them where it is.
So what, are we all going to start flying off and you just veer off and go off in the direction?
I mean, that's if y'all get in, or if y'all call y'all ships fast enough.
I don't know. They were still there, remember?
Were they?
Well, suddenly, I remember I wasn't able to call it away, so it was just sitting there. Remember, no communication got out, so I couldn't do anything. That's why I was a little puzzled when communication
But
could
no,
come
Dave,
in.
I'm heading to that location.
What's that location?
Can you be a little more specific other than
The
that?
one where Uros did not come with me during the Vanguard search.
Can you DM me that? Because I'm feeling a little blank here.
I kind of know where he's talking about.
Since you don't want to share publicly, just DM it to me so I can see what you're talking about.
Now he's okay. We're doing that kind of D&D. Okay. Shh. You don't need to know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna fly in that direction and see if
Okay.
it still exists.
All right. Well, it'll take you about. You'll be flying for about half hour, but as you do fly over, you do see the same familiar landing spot that you did see when you first arrived.
Any changes to the structure?
Not visibly. Nothing seems to have changed on the outside. Looks relatively the same from where you're at.
Not visibly. Okay. I'm just gonna go to the nearby mountainside and just park.
All right. So Paradox will pop out and go, so what are we going to do here?
There's nothing I can do. It's literally just hurry up and wait for me while they do what they need to.
I don't think this was the wisest decision.
I mean, I can't know what they do, or else he knows. I mean, it's just a theory, but hell, that's the best we got.
But pulling yourself out of the equation isn't necessarily the best answer either.
It allows them to travel freely.
And also at a disadvantage.
I mean, it's either I sit here and wait long enough to annoy the piss out of Godhand because I'm not revealing everything to him of what they're doing, or I go there and have a higher chance of him showing up there and killing them. I am saying this over the radio to all of you, by the way.
Yeah.
So, it's either we're all going to the moon or something happens.
You can't. I don't think you can get involved in important things like this. If we when we decide to bring the fight to God Hand, you could probably come off that. But other than that, we can't have you with us. As much as I hate to lose someone, as much as I hate to lose the extra gun, we can't afford to have God Hand knowing our every move before we take it. Because he knows your future. It doesn't matter if you know what's going to happen or not. No matter what, if you are involved and something takes place, he will know. We can't tell you anything, and you can't get involved in it.
So there
That's
we
the
go.
issue.
But Paradox will chime in. But on the flip side to that, if you do nothing, he's just gonna have his way, and you might be the only person who can stop him.
That's what I'm saying.
Because if he is who we think he is, then yeah, it might be better he doesn't know what's happening, but that doesn't mean he shouldn't be in the fight.
I'm not saying he shouldn't be in the fight. I'm saying we shouldn't bring him along when we're trying to avoid a fight. We're not going.
Y'all are literally going to the
We're not going.
moon to investigate. That
Yeah.
is something important.
We're not going for a fight. If we're going somewhere for a fight, by all means, we should bring him along.
But you're not going for a fight.
Exactly.
So this is a reason why for me not to come.
We should. We need to figure something out. We need to figure out a way to fix to rectify this issue of God Hand knowing knowing everything Elias knows.
Now I'm just gonna broadcast to you two. Elias doesn't hear this. Well, if he doesn't go and Godhand still shows up, we know it's not Elias.
But
He
he
wouldn't
would
know
already
what
know
we're
we're
doing.
going to the moon.
Yes, he would know we're going to the moon.
He knows
But
we're
if he
going to the
shows
moon.
up, where are we? Does he know where we're gonna land? If Elias isn't there, he doesn't know.
Elias won't be there. We can.
But let's assume if he is from the future and this is all history to him, then he already knows Elias isn't going to show up on the moon, that he's waiting in the mountains. And he already invited Godhand to meet him. So
He needs to go to that meet.
they're going to meet anyway, I think.
Elias needs to go to that meet and needs to know as little as possible about what we are doing.
How
That's
do
how
we
this needs to
explain
be.
that to him, though?
You guys have to relay that in a way that doesn't give away your hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just getting out of my ship and starting to make food.
What we need to do is we need to figure out a way, or we need to get Elias to we need to get Elias somewhere where he can meet Godhand, and then not now. Give it maybe a few hours. We need to at a time when he won't expect go to the moon. We don't go now. We need to wait. Because Elias knows that our next stop is the moon. Therefore, Godhand knows our next stop. We need to figure out a way to delay that next stop so that Godhand, if he does show up, doesn't show up. Because, okay, he knows, but he's not actively traveling through time, is what it seems. So he can't be in two places at once, as far as we know. Does that track for you guys?
Mm.
So what we need to do is we need Godhand to be with Elias when we go. Because based on what I've seen, we cannot handle Godhand on our own. We need to find some way to slow him down. We need to find some way to we need to find a countermeasure for him. So we need to do everything we can to keep Godhand out of the equation.
Dragonfly interjects as you're saying this. What if Malachi might know something? Or rather, what if he could figure something out about it?
Maybe.
His foresight is rather uncanny. He might be able to reveal something if we be able to get some more information.
That's a good idea.
Well, I mean, you're pretty much the one that can contact them.
We want to meet with Malachi, see if he can figure.
I mean, above game, you personally would have a communicator to reach to him directly.
Yeah.
So you can contact him if you do wish.
But my big thing is just is that our plan to bring Elias to Malachi, see if he can glean something about his relationship with Godhand? Is that what we want to do?
At the very least, Malachi would be able to at least conceal his location, so even Elias wouldn't know where
That
he
is a good point, actually.
Or I just sit in the mountains and wait.
The thing is that if Elias knows, then Godhand knows. That is our running theory. Our working theory is that Godhand is Elias from the future, and therefore Godhand has all of Elias's memories and memories, past, present, and future. So anything Elias knows or knows now or will know is already known by Godhand. So that means that any fight that we take with Godhand, we either have to A, formulate that plan without Godhand knowing, somehow without Godhand knowing while Elias is present, or cut Elias out of every single fight we have with Godhand. So that Godhand doesn't know what we're going to do before we do it.
It's a working theory.
If we can find some way to conceal Elias from Godhand, or maybe, I don't know, I'm trying to maybe figure out some way to free memory from Elias, Godhand won't have that information anymore. So if Malachi can potentially erase the information about, or erase the fact that we're going to the moon next from Elias's memory, maybe Godhand won't know. But I don't know if we can do that.
Wouldn't he already technically know, just saying that?
No, the thing is that, okay, so our working theory is that, so out of character, I'm just explaining my...
Yep, go ahead.
So, the working theory so far is that Elias, or Godhand is Elias from the future, right? So, by that logic, anything Elias knows, or will know, just restating it real quick, knows, is already known. So, if Elias doesn't know something, Godhand can't know it. So what we do is we erase the information, or if Malachi is able to erase information from Elias's brain, he does that. Elias goes somewhere else. So Elias has no knowledge of the moon thing, of us going to the moon, and never knows that we went to the moon, right? Godhand won't know.
But out of character, that option has already passed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Considering we already, said about the whole third disciple being on the moon.
No, but the thing is, can Malachi erase that memory or not? Because he can do shit. I don't know.
There would be no
I mean,
more
that's something you'd
to
have
it.
to ask him specifically, because memory erasure is a very complex thing, especially doing it in any kind of even human being. So
yeah,
you'd have to discuss that with him, see if that's a possibility.
That's
mean,
But
that's
there's also the other issue that he's going to remember it beforehand too. It's not like memories just stop. He can
yeah.
just look back at a point in time.
That's a good point. Okay, I think we may need to go to the moon. So, in character now, it's like with that we may need to go to the moon, and we can go to Malachi see if he can do something. But from working forward, any plans we come up with, we have to cut Elias out of them completely. Anything we do, he cannot know about it unless or until we find a way, until either our running theory is proven false, or our running theory is proven false, or we find some way uh, to cut Elias's future memories off from Godhand. So Godhand won't know what Elias knows going forward from that point.
Meanwhile, with Elias just setting up a camp.
Yeah, he's got a little fire going. He's just poking it with a stick.
I'll be right back.
All right, but so just to kind of recap then, so the plan's going to be you three are going to go to the moon. Elias is either going to sit in the mountains or going to go see Malachi.
I don't know where Malachi is, so.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna go to the mountains.
But that's the thing is, Ash could get you over to Malachi if that were the case, but since you took off, she's got to go to you.
Well, the other issue is, though, if I go to Malachi, he's going to know, or if I go to Malachi, so will he.
But again,
That puts Malachi in trouble.
But again, this is where Malachi is unique in that you transmat into a laboratory that you had no idea where it was. So the same theory applies here is that he can transmit you into a location that has no windows, so you would have no idea where you're at.
Well, the other issue there is that I gotta be within that area. This is the problem with time fucky shit.
Mm-hmm. But you gotta make a decision one way or the other.
I'm going to the moon.
It's up to the fire team. It's not my choice at this point. As far as I know, I'm the big bad evil guy.
But they're basically, the way I'm understanding is they're appealing to you to go to Malachi because he might be able to provide unique insight and do something to help you with that, or you can just await a meeting with Godhand and see how that goes.
It's up to y'all. What y'all want to do?
Do they know where Malachi's at?
Ash can transmit to his location because she has a unique communicator that will allow her to do so. You only know where Malachi's club is at in the last city, but based on recent information, you feel pretty confident he's not going to be there.
Oh, I thought he gave me the communicator or some kind of communicator or a way to contact him. I don't remember. Did he?
I mean, you are able to contact him, but Ash is able to transmit to his location.
Oh, okay. No,
Yep.
Nobody needs to know.
Then
I'm going to continue to the moon.
Okay, so your plans for the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Bork, you on board with that, or
you guys can go to Malachi?
Was that Megu? I know someone had to step away. I don't know. I just
Bork
didn't.
did.
I was Bork. Okay. So Megu, are you on board going to the moon?
I'm more gonna go scout a bit and kind of.
I feel like I have to go. So.
I'm mainly just going to scout it out and look around. So. Kind of delay things a little bit.
All right. So we'll just give a few minutes here for Bork. So Elias, you're just gonna hang out in the mountains then?
Yep, as far as I know.
Okay.
Can't really do anything else without fucking everything else up. Or running the risk of fucking it all up. I mean, I'm not trying to be difficult or anything. I'm just looking at it from my point of view. I can hear Dave's inner thoughts of, nah, you just want to be fucking difficult. Was I right?
Part of me is think that, but I know at the same time you're in character, so it's fine.
But no, legitimately, I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm thinking about it logically.
I get you. It's just, as much as you want to think about logically, you need to also think outside the box too.
Isn't that what throughout part of the campaign?
That was me allowing you to do something I probably shouldn't have let you did because you upended something big, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
We learn from our mistakes and we move on.
Yeah, that mistake was the sports stadium in Chicago and a ship.
Indeed.
But no, most of the times I think outside of the box throws something of the campaign out the window. So do you really want me thinking outside the box?
Well, see, your idea is not thinking outside the box, but to blow up the box entirely.
Yes, because then the
That's
inside
not
becomes the outside.
Well, you're not wrong with that. I still disagree with this analogy.
I like how you couldn't argue with it because I wasn't wrong.
You're not wrong, but shut up.
Schrodinger's cat, but with explosives.
That sounds terrible.
Instead of poison, it's a C4 wad. It's a claymore.
You'd
Which
know if
direction
it's
is
dead
the claymore
then.
at?
Yeah, pretty sure you would know if it was dead because it's either there or it's not there.
No,
you'd
did
hear
it
the
starve to death,
explosion,
or is it still there?
It exploded because you'd hear it.
I mean, it's just
unless
simple. Is it there or is it not there? That is the question.
Unless it's suddenly magically and soundproofed and you can't hear nothing. It's 50 miles underground for some reason in molten lava where you can't hear the explosion. It's probably dead either way at that point.
No, you just cause the Earth to fart and create a pressure wave that surrounds the globe.
Yeah, and then it implodes on itself.
Topical humor. Gotta love it.
I wonder how long Bork's gonna be gone.
I'm here. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're
emergency shit.
They're sitting there.
I've made a terrible joke.
Say it.
How does it go again? I have to think outside the box, but with me, it's just explosives, and I turn the inside of the box to the outside with the explosives. Is that the right way to put it?
He's got his own version of bomb theory.
Oh, fuck.
Or bomb logic, excuse me.
Of the bomb logic.
Yeah, he's got his own version of bomb logic.
You gotta start thinking outside the box. Well, I'm inside the box with a wad of explosives.
I'm gonna turn the box inside out.
By a detonation.
But, so the other two have decided to go to the moon. What would you like to do?
I will go with them to the moon because if God Hand is there, oh Lord, they're gonna need some fucking help. Honestly, we'll probably need some help out of that, but like,
I mean, I probably would have said something to Elias, but he dipped, so I couldn't. I had to do it another time.
I mean, you're still in radio communication range.
It has to be face to face.
Okay.
Well, I mean, y'all know where I'm at in the mountains. It's not like y'all can't locate me. And I'm only 30 minutes away.
Yeah, but mission.
Yeah, okay, fair. I'm gonna sit here with my fucking beans and rice in the mountains.
Hey, yo, this dude eating motherfucking beans.
Beans, what the fuck?
This motherfucker eating beans.
Just
He's
God
got the
hand
pork
comes
and
up.
beans.
Just God hand rolls up. What the fuck are you doing?
Eating
Beans.
motherfucking beans.
You better give me them beans, boy.
Sit down for a meal. Let's have a chat.
The one thing the both of you can agree on, you both like beans.
Beans.
Would you like some beans?
All I want is like some fan art of Elias now. I'm just sitting there eating beans with God hand.
With God. No, I like the idea. It's like just a plate of like refried beans. You just like shove it.
Yeah, it's like the really shitty refried beans too. They're slightly burnt.
And it's just like a huge ass like bowl of it.
He's got a big old like pot just over the fire. He's just stirring just these big old heaping bowls of beans.
You know,
Me with the
no,
disciples.
he's got like the pot over the fire and he's stirring it like it's some kind of soup. And Godhead looks inside and it's just a refried.
I don't know what I was so mad about. These beans are great.
Oh no.
You know what? I might reconsider restarting the world.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the new world's gonna have beans.
Gotta love these beans. Alright. So I guess with that said then, you three will prepare to go to the moon, while Elias will take a meeting with Godhand. But we'll be doing that in the next episode.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. As far as we're gonna basically count this like a mission completion. So on the next episode, I will have you guys roll for your mission completion. So you guys will get some rewards at the start of the next episode, just so we'll.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, y'all got mission completion stuff, so we'll get you some stuff here next time.
Nice
and
booties.
Get some
Yeah.
fucking loot.
Get that fucking drip.
Beans, what the fuck?
I might actually get armor.
All right. Let's see.
The bomb is strong with this one.
I know you guys don't have any streams to plug, but I'm still streaming on Mondays. Gonna be finishing Cyberpunk up here probably in a week or two, and I already got another game figured out when we're playing next here. So Mondays starting at noon Central. That's where you can find me.
And I'm just doing random streams. This is the only thing really that's regular, it seems. So every 2 weeks on here, we're doing this still. I'm still trying to do Saturdays, and I'm trying to incorporate sometime in the week at least, which hasn't been successful with work and life in general. So, do you guys?
But we
have,
try. That's all.
Yeah,
That's
we do
all that
try.
matters.
Any of you have anything you want to plug?
Nope.
Okay, fine. See, those three they don't count. So we're gonna erase their names right now.
I'm a nobody.
We're not real people.
Yeah, I'm just going to
Make names for yourselves. Come
hang
on.
on. There we go. I'm just going
I was
to.
gonna make a
That's-
There we go.
that's my name, nobody.
There you go. You guys don't exist now.
Okay, Odysseus.
That's my name, nobody.
Literally Odysseus right now.
Erase
My
your
name
names
is
up.
literally Nobody, the Odyssey.
But yeah,
Just arrive 10 years later. What the fuck?
yeah, I'm here. But yeah, I am still also doing box openings for Transformers and some other stuff probably here soon.
Yeah.
And also, I'm still putting together that puzzle, which is sitting right here, which is going to take me a little longer than I thought because I haven't worked on it. Whatever. See you in next week for regular streaming. Blah blah blah. And then
See you
2
next
weeks later,
time.
2 weeks later, another session where Visor fucks things up. You know.
I mean, I'm doing what's logical.
No, Visor fucks things up. Bye, everybody.